and I was shooting at him, missing everything, and he had a bat, and he's just swinging his bat, but he's on the other side of the map, like just swinging his bat at me. I'm like, why are you trying to melee, dude? He's like, because I'm hitting your bullets back. I'm like, that doesn't exist. Like, what a good answer.
Hello, everyone. This is the Splitgate Architects Podcast number 7. With us today is Splitgate MVP, GodParticle, and I am your host, Co-Phoenix. I stream occasionally for Splitgate. I make the maps. I also do various of other stuff in the Splitgate community. Yuri, you want to go up next?
Yeah, I'm Yurgi. I'm another map builder here at Splitgate Architects. I do also have my YouTube, and I'm gonna be getting back into streaming soon. I just need to actually start doing it.
All right. Coma?
Coma?
I'm Coma. I'm also a map builder, part of Splitgate Architects. I also do, typical YouTube stuff. And then yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Hold up a second. We got some feedback. Someone's fan going off.
I do have a fan running. I haven't changed anything though.
Seems
So we just kind of started hearing it. So
yeah, it seems to be going
Okay.
now. Okay.
Okay.
Bargle?
Yeah. I'm GodParticle 314. I've been a Splitgate 1 MVP, now Splitgate 2, now Splitgate Arena Reloaded MVP. Also Splitty Awards winner. Streamer, hobbyist streamer. I only stream on weekends. I do have a regular 9 to 5.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's about it.
All right. So these are like typical questions I ask everyone.
Okay.
Basically, who
Okay.
are you, and what did you do within the Splitgate community?
Who am I? How in depth do you want me to go with that?
Like you can, as far as you want to.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't
as far
take.
as you're comfortable.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't take forever.
Okay, all right. Yeah, just a gamer, just somebody likes to play good games. I came into gaming and streaming a little bit late in the season, if you will. A little long in the tooth for that, but I still love doing it. Started streaming just essentially to get clips. So that way, Twitch servers held the VODs instead of using memory in the computer.
Yeah.
But I enjoy doing it, and I think other people enjoy watching and enjoy participating.
Yeah.
What do I do for the community? I obviously I stream the game, but I think we have a very welcoming community where we welcome people of all skill levels, and especially people of lower skill levels, right? Because we don't want to just destroy people and then they quit the game. We might destroy people, but
We don't want you to quit the game.
we're all very welcoming. Like, hey, well, let me
Yeah.
show you how to get better, and let me show you some tips and tricks. And I think that's probably the biggest thing is bringing people in, taking them under our wing, so to speak, and helping them out. In our community, we only have one rule only. It's good vibes, or you can fuck off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
as long
much.
as you as long as you follow that rule, you're more than welcome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how and when did you get into Splitgate? Like your first discovery for it?
Yeah. I don't have exact numbers. I remember that I was playing COD Modern Warfare 2019, and I heard about Splitgate from word of mouth. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know exactly when that was, nor who told me about it. But as soon as I played it, coming from a Halo fanboy, it just clicked. It just clicked, and it felt so familiar, and it felt so good. Of course, I didn't portal at all at the beginning, but it felt phenomenal immediately. I was like, yes, this is familiar. I know this. But it was sometime around 2020, something like that. I think they had already. When did the console release happen? I think it was after that.
That was 2021. I like to say it was like in May of that year.
Yeah, it was like May or June
Okay.
when it did the console launch, because then I started playing in January after that, or like December, January-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was after that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, did the portal walls change?
It did not. It did not change right away with console launch. No, it changed.
It definitely changed before the end of the year, though, because by the time I was playing, it was what it was.
Yeah,
they didn't change it after that.
Okay.
It changed in season 2,
because
if I recall.
I did play prior to that. Prior to the change, I played on the old portal walls. So exactly when? I'm sorry, I don't know. But it was word of mouth. Somebody mentioned it and gave it a shot, and it was awesome.
Alexandria in the chat said it was right before Halo Infinite's release, because I remember he was playing something in the meantime, which was Splitgate. So there you go.
Yep.
Yeah. I also
and good.
I also recall that Splitgate beat Halo Infinite to the punch when it comes to releasing map creator. So we got
That's where I started playing.
Well, I remember.
Albeit very
remember
simple,
that
but
go ahead.
It was a very simple map creator Splitgate had, but they beat it to it.
All right.
Yeah, I remember. I did play Splitgate prior to Halo Infinite, because when I played Halo Infinite, I was like, nah, Splitgate's better. Splitgate's just a better version of this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I try to get to Infinite. I think the main thing was it just had bad loading issues for whatever reason every time you start the game. So I was like, okay, so what? I'm just gonna wait here for 10 minutes to even do anything. It's okay, sure. At least that was an issue I had.
I had a spreadsheet of all the reasons that Splitgate was better than Halo Infinite.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I might still have it actually. But yeah,
that'd be funny.
I actually made a spreadsheet.
That's great.
So what would you say is some of your achievements that you are proud of within Splitgate or Splitgate 2? Or Splitgate Arena Reloaded?
So yeah, there's quite a few, right? So the first one was when Splitgate followed on Twitch. I was just streaming. Obviously, I wasn't an MVP at the time, but I was just streaming a game that I liked. Yeah, and I got a notification. Splitgate has followed, and I was like, oh, that's Splitgate. That's actually Splitgate. and it was there's a dev behind it. Trakey was his name. I don't think he's with the company any longer, but it was cool because he was going in and like messing with my account, and he'd give me like 1 split coin and then like 47 split coin and stuff. And then he gave me the streamer tag, which is really cool.
Yeah, they used to give us streamer tags if you were a Splitgate streamer in the original game, but I think they eventually just stopped doing that entirely.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like it. There's MVP tags now. But yeah, I haven't seen any streamer, content creator, or map builder yet, at least.
No, they haven't done it for Arena Reloaded, but hopefully maybe something we'll get in the future. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. The closest tag I could think of to like a map builder that we currently have was, I think it was released in Splitgate 2, and that was the tag Portal Artist. So that's the tag I normally use. Is
I like it.
Portal
I like it.
Artist. All right, it's the closest you
Right.
can get to map creator, I feel.
I
Yeah.
think my current tag is the part-time NPC. I think that's the one I'm currently running.
There you go. There you go.
And then after that, obviously, getting accepted into the MVP program and the perks behind that. Mainly the spray. I loved having my own spray. Yeah, we did have supported creator code and stuff too, but that's I think I got like $3 from that.
Yeah.
So that's not big. But having somebody like destroy me and then spray me with my own spray, awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's a nice
that's
feeling.
Such a
Yeah.
good feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It was so good, so good. And
Some people
then
got really creative with their sprays too.
Yeah.
yeah, and I was debating between two. So so I have one that's an emoji in the stream of it's like the what was it? PogChamp. It's like a PogChamp, but it's my face. And and so it's like, but if I use that like 100%, somebody's gonna figure out how to put something in my mouth. 100%. 100%. That's
You're
gonna
gonna put
happen.
that
That's
spray down
gonna
and then
happen.
yep.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
gonna find it because I think there was one that was a banana. A banana's going in my mouth for sure. So, so I decided to just go with my logo.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's great. That would be
yeah, it
hilarious.
was good. But yeah, no, I still sometimes show I show people my spray in Splitgate 1 every once in a while.
Yeah.
Good.
I was about to say, I'm curious if they'll ever bring that back for MVPs, putting their
That would
sprays
be
back
cool.
in the game.
Yeah, I want that for sure.
Like
Imagine if you guys
Even
made
if
your own.
We have an
someone
we have an MVP spray, but it's not our own.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's just the blue Splitgate S.
and it's just meant for
Oh.
the MVPs,
Mhm.
not for their fans and
I mean,
viewers.
that makes sense, you know. I just
Yeah,
wasn't aware
yeah.
there was a specific spray for MVPs. That's news to me. So
Yeah, that and there's a weapon attachment.
like a charm.
The charm, yes. Good. It's the little disco ball. The
Mhm.
1037
That's a
disco
nice
ball.
touch.
That's
like-
cool.
Like the
Yeah.
Is
iconic
it-
spitball or the disco ball from Spaghetti 1.
It's more like the I'm trying to think. What does it look like more? Yeah, I guess you could say the disco ball split ball
Because
from
I know there's
Splitgate 1.
I noticed there's the Dev Defender charm, which is very similar to it. So
I have not seen that one.
It's the one they handed out for either it was during the playtest or something, where if you played with a dev on your team or something, and then you got the charm as a result.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't remember the
Yeah.
exact rewards from that.
Yeah, it does look like that, but I believe the MVP one is red.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
a different
that's
color
interesting.
variation.
So it's a
Yeah.
visual difference.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then the second one was the winning the Splitty Awards.
Yeah.
Funniest clip,
that
right?
That one was awesome. Yep, funniest clip.
Yeah.
And again, shout out to Maldian. He has a few different names. Maldian, Roger Rabbit, Jessica Rabbit, because he plays on his and his wife's account. But yeah, it was hilarious. We were in the waiting lobby, and I was shooting at him, missing everything, and he had a bat, and he's just swinging his bat, but he's on the other side of the map, like just swinging his bat at me. I'm like, why are you trying to melee, dude? He's like, because I'm hitting your bullets back. That doesn't make sense. Like what a good answer. What a good answer, dude. That's hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Why are you trying to melee it?
I'm hitting your bullets back.
It's a Metal
and
Gear
yeah.
Solid, like
Yeah, like
Revengeance.
Jedi, like, shing, shing, shing.
Yeah.
Like no, that doesn't happen in Splitgate. Oh my god, dude, we were
That's funny.
I died
Yeah.
laughing. And yeah, that was it. And then of course, because of that, and Code Phoenix, is that because of that, our names are on the Hall of Fame wall on
Yeah, on
Zenith map.
Zenith, yeah.
Yep, which is awesome. Like I don't mean to get too sentimental, but I never thought that, I started streaming that I was gonna have things like my own spray in the game, or win an award from a video game, or have my name on a Hall of Fame wall on a map in the game.
Immortalized.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I never thought any of those things were gonna happen. And
Yeah.
And then
Here we are.
Yeah. And then probably the biggest one is just the people that I've met along the way.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone in the Discord community I met through Splitgate. 99% of them. And great peeps. I don't know what I'll do without them. And it's great to have a community like that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a map that you would say from Splitgate 1 that you would like to see return anyway, whenever it's like a one-to-one recreation or like a remaster?
That isn't already?
That isn't already, yeah.
Okay, okay. Because the obvious answer is Abyss.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Best map in the game.
But we
Best
already got
map
that,
in the
yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna hate this answer because
Uh-oh.
because you guys are map builders, and it's not gonna be that exciting, but all the rest of the simulation maps.
No, that's a great answer actually. Like
That's
we're
fair.
Okay.
we're on board with you because the sim maps from Splitgate 1, they're simple in the best and most complex way. And it just makes them so fun to play over and over and over again. And I really wish that they would just bring them back for to Takedown, because the map pool we have currently for Takedown, there are some good ones in it because they already did bring back Charlie, and I feel like Divide is a
Yeah,
good one.
I like
and,
Divide. Divide's nice.
Yeah, and the newest one they added, I keep blanking on the
Anomaly?
name of it.
Anomaly.
Anomaly I've come to like, but it just, even Divide and Anomaly just don't have that same feel as some of the Splitgate 1 Takedown maps did, honestly.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's two that I really don't like. Mosh Pit and Face Off.
I actually
I
like
don't like
Face Off a
Mosh
bit.
Pit. Face Off is fun because it does give me that old school Halo and Arrows vibes. That's the reason I like it.
Okay.
But I mean, it's like Mosh Pit. I think it's a bit too simple. I think there's not a whole lot going on in the map, so I think that's kind of like the one thing I really don't like about it.
That's the same reason why I don't like Hectic. Hectic is just symmetrical on 4 sides. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
It's just a square. It's just a box. Yeah.
The main reason I don't like Hectic is just how easy it is to get lost in it as a map, because it is 4-way symmetry to where every single corner of the map looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
That's the one thing, especially with Takedown, you're portaling around so fast a lot of the times where it can already get you can get confused on where you are. So you need the design to be at least unique enough to where you're not constantly getting lost.
I think the decals doesn't do any justice on that map either, because I think they'll do like the whole section A, section B thing, but
Yep.
I don't think they
It
have like a
doesn't really
section.
help.
I don't think they have like a section C or D either. It's just
Well,
let's just do A and B again.
they're relying on the weapon pickups at that point because they have it's staggered between pulse rifle and sprinter, so you're supposed to know it's A sprinter or B sprinter, and that will let you know. But that's a lot of information to try and like small
Yeah.
pieces of information to try and capture in as you're playing in such a fast pace. That's why with the Splitgate 1 maps, it was nice is it was normally one-way symmetry at most. So you just had to remember what parts of the map were on what side of you, and you would know where you were.
Also, it was color coded.
Or
It's red and blue.
Red
Color
and blue.
coded.
Yeah,
Red,
exactly.
blue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Red. Yep. The red side, blue side.
Yep.
You know.
I feel
And,
like that is missing. There's not enough color coordination in the maps either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of there's quite a few simulation maps in Arena Reloaded that are just all one color. They're just monochromatic.
Is
You know,
there
it's-
That's all the sim, yeah.
is there a
Yeah.
few simulation maps in Splitgate 1 you would say you don't like?
Yeah, what's your least favorite
Hmm.
Splitgate 1 sim map? That's a good question.
I'm failing it at remembering the name of it.
I know some popular answers, so if that can help.
Was it India?
Yeah,
India was
India's
a
a popular
well-hated one.
answer,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Simulation
very
India
well-hated one.
Splitgate. Hold on.
India was released during the Infinite season.
Yeah, it was like the last actual fully arted sim map that they added into the rotation, if I'm correct.
Yeah. Juliet got added during the offline phase.
Yep. I still need to go and check that map out. I haven't yet.
I've been told that Simulation Anomaly is just Simulation Juliet, but modified. So they'll
I'll
have
have to take a look.
similarities.
I am liking Anomaly the more I've played it. I've noticed little things they've added in, which I do like. I just don't. It's just I feel like the amount of effort they put into the sim maps is next to nothing compared to what they did in Splitgate 1. And I don't know, it's a little depressing. It was like one of the best modes of Splitgate 1 in my opinion.
I think what I would like to see is honestly just do like some kind of different art direction future for possible like new takedown releases, because I think it'll just get boring after a while if you only do simulation.
I mean, the great thing is I guess that's what the map creator's for. Obviously they haven't started pushing a lot of that takedown stuff into the takedown playlist yet, but I could see later down the line, people like
I mean,
Phoenix and Core, who were making what Golf and Echo, go through and completely do a new art style for simulation stuff.
so I had actually commented on the tweet they made about them adding custom arena maps into the rotation. And I'm like, why don't we start adding some custom takedown maps into the rotation? I feel like it'd be a great way to start spicing up the takedown maps. And honestly, with the quality of takedown maps we currently have, it's really not too far of a step to go to just custom maps.
Yeah, but it might be an interesting case because again, Phoenix has like really been picky about how weapons and stuff are set up in takedown maps currently.
Yeah,
Especially
that's fair.
because we are currently working on the tournament.
Yeah.
And a lot of the maps that had power weapons, we had to remove the power weapons. Or, the owners and creators had to remove the power weapons because we can't adjust the ammo, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It is not something that we can adjust. So if they do eventually want to put takedown maps, we have to have that ability to adjust that ammo. because if we don't, then
Well,
power weapons are far too strong.
I do think that before they put it in, they would work on the weapon spawns with whoever the map creator is. It would be my imagination, because if I'm correct with how their takedown works, they only want the sniper and the SMG as their quote unquote power weapons, with the pulse rifle being the other pickup. Because on every map, that's what it is. It's a sniper, 1 to 2 SMGs, and 2 pulse rifles every time.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Divide have a split stream?
It used
No.
Or did they
to.
change that?
They
It
changed
used
it.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so when they changed to classic takedown, they changed every map to be a sniper as the main power.
I think it
Oh,
used to be a random power. It wasn't just
Yeah,
split
Yeah.
I'm
stream.
pretty sure it was random.
Yeah. I think when it was 4v4, it was random.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
random back then.
Yeah, just like all the other game modes on regular maps.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Which I am
mean,
so happy the changes that they made to Takedown, making it 3v3 again.
Yeah.
It feels
I
a
really like
lot
it.
better again.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be changing the respawn timers back to what they had in Splitgate 1 2.
That's
So-
what I've heard. Yeah.
So that should feel better for because the problem
cool.
right now is it's easy to get swung early if you're going against a team that can portal fast, because
Yeah.
all they got to do is portal behind you and kill all 3 of you, and you don't have time to respawn.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully that will make it feel even better then. And then at that point, I just think it's left to having more. And I honestly, I understand why they did the simulation for the blocks for the takedown maps at first, but they need to do something more with it. The art of it is too monotone and bland. It
Mhm.
gets hard for the average player to want to learn the maps with how bland they look.
I feel like it doesn't
Yeah,
really
we
gauge.
can't do callouts. It's so impossible to do callouts without something like you could. Sure, you could read some text on the wall, but again, if you had something that was blue, the whole environment was blue, and then the other environment is all red, then you're like, yeah, no, they're on red side.
Yeah.
You know.
I also just
I
feel
agree.
like maybe like after like a while, if you do end up doing like a different art style, it's like, oh, so we're done with the simulation style. Here's a fresh new take of our takedown maps, and they could just do that for like another 5
Do
or
you know what I
6
was-
maps before they do another art style again. I think that could work.
Do you know what I was thinking would be really cool art style that would fit the sci-fi feeling is like a Tron theme.
Yeah.
I think that'd be sick.
You might
That
like
would be cool.
Core's Echo that he's currently working on. It's kind
Oh,
of
is he fixing the art on it now?
He's making a different version of Echo. That's
Okay.
gonna look very neon like very
Hell yeah.
Tron like.
Cool.
So
Cool.
we're
I think
we're
that'd be
yeah.
cool.
we're heavily considering just having that one for the takedown tournament. So
Yeah, as long as, well, we got to make sure for one it runs good, because the only problem with heavily arted maps out of the lab is their performance isn't always the best.
mhm.
But I'm assuming he'll do it in a way where it'll still be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. So the problem before was the simulation edges. You couldn't really scale that for too big, but now we can just do something that kind of simulates like a simulation edge. We can just size those up as big as we want, right? And then
Okay.
that will also save quite a bit of budget there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So Koma said he'll be back a bit later. He just had to go AFK for a moment. But I want to go to the next question for GodParticle here, and that is,
Yeah.
what would you add to the game if you were given the ability to?
Anything?
Yeah, anything.
Literally, it could be a perk, it could be a weapon, it could be a map, it could be anything. It could be a game mode.
Classic arena ranked, and classic takedown ranked.
All right, yeah. I
Um,
kind of feel like it
having
should have
just
been classic
even
to
playing
start.
fields.
Yeah.
Just starting with a carbine and a pistol, nothing better.
Yep. Everybody's got the same thing. The better players win.
One question I do want to ask you, because this has become a little bit of debate within the classic community. How do you feel about still giving people the option to pick what carbine and like what pistol they start with?
In a ranked environment, I'm against it.
Okay.
Just like I said, so what would be the purpose of having standardized loadouts where everybody gets the same thing? Is to make it equal.
Yep.
And by introducing variety into that, I think you're defeating that purpose.
There will still
Right.
be a meta.
Yeah.
I feel
There's gonna
with
be
giving
something.
people choice, it's always a meta will always form. That's just how
Yep.
human nature works, and I can agree with that. The
Mhm.
only reason some people have been bringing it up is because of all the different skins and types of ARs we have. Everyone wants to use their AR that they like, or their carbine, or whatever it is, because there is the different faction varieties. But I agree with you where if we're doing even starts, that means, well, even starts, and then you have to pick up the weapons throughout the map, just like it's Halo. Like if you come from playing Halo, it's the same way. You always start with the same gun, and then you got to know where the gun you want spawns at, and then be there at its spawn time.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
I remember,
and maybe even have with whatever weapon you spawn with, let's say carbine AR or carbine pistol, then you could also have those as the gold weapons where all of the attachments are on it, all of them, and have that as the classic mode.
So my question is, how do we incorporate more weapons into pickups throughout more maps without it being the same weapon in the same spot every game?
So I remember having we had a similar discussion when Zach Max was on the podcast, right? Where like, okay, what if we did something where like, oh, Sabras maps will have Sabras loadouts, Meridian maps will have Meridian loadouts, and I think I pitched that or something, and then he counter argued with then like there's probably gonna be certain maps that people just don't want simply because of the weapons that they're forced to pick that they just don't like, right? Like let's say they just don't like the Hyperline, right? Then they're probably just gonna stray away from not wanting to play in the Meridian maps at that point. So but I think what they could do is, let's say everybody has EMP nades, right? Because that's the classic equipment, right? I think they could at least put the equipments as pickups on the map, maybe. Like there's certain spots you can pick up the equipments, like sticky grenade, portal, stim shot, things like that.
And would that replace the one that you already have?
It would replace the one you currently have for that life. If you die, then you're back to EMP nade.
I want to hear what GodParticle thinks about that before I chime in, because I think I've changed my position on that since we've talked about it last. So I just want to hear what he says before I go on a tangent.
Yeah, as long as it's balanced, and as long as the player has the choice to pick it up or not, as opposed to the abilities that spawn on the map now, where you just run through it and you have it immediately, and it's being
so
used.
It's actually a system.
You would stand at it, and it would be like a weapon where you have to choose to pick it up.
Yeah, it's a system that works just like weapon pickups that is currently in map creation that you can do.
I'm not against it. I think that might be a good idea. Thinking back on Halo, and sorry to keep comparing it to Halo, but
No, it's kind of
but-
the game we need to compare to at this point. I feel like.
yeah, I don't think there's another game that you possibly could compare.
Yeah.
I don't think there's another game that's close enough to compare it to.
Yeah.
But yeah, Halo has all the different types of grenades that are out there and so on, that you choose to use. So I like it. And you also lose something by using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
there's
you
a give
have
and
to
take.
give up your EMPs
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Yep. Now if all the portal walls are blocked and you can't get on zone, like you
Oh.
made that choice.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to throw a grenade,
Although-
but you're not going to kill everybody.
It makes me question whether or not equipment like that would be one-time use. Because in Halo, their equipment is one-time use.
Yeah, there's a limited quantity, right? You maybe have two of a single type
Maybe.
of grenade.
I
right?
wouldn't gamble on giving players 2 sticky grenades specifically.
I
But
would just say maybe like
yeah,
their
I think
cooldown.
that'd be OP.
I would
yeah.
maybe just say that their cooldown slightly faster or something for.
Yeah, because
Between
otherwise,
the
you're right.
charges.
Yeah, you would wipe a zone. And I'm thinking like hot zone domination. Or
I
something
think
like
I
that,
now
where all four players are on the same zone. Yeah.
I think I now understand why 1047 never added any sort of grenade back in Splitgate 1. It just doesn't. I don't know. I've been getting more and more upset the more I play and get stuck with sticky grenades constantly by people that just suicide bomb you.
Yeah, it's
It's
much,
like
too much of a
a
cop
new
out.
trigger I
Yeah.
have.
Dude, I sticky grenade as a crutch all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, man.
Like,
That's the first thing I'm doing. Before I shoot my gun, I'm throwing a grenade. Like, and then I portal onto zone and I end up blowing myself up all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have this issue
I'm that guy,
because I always switch between stim shot and sticky grenade. Sometimes I'll have this situation where like I go attempt to stim shot to heal myself, but I was like, oh shit, I had grenade equip, and then like I had to like back away from the sticky grenade so I won't blow myself up. I was like, God damn it, I forgot I changed it.
Or going between like the normal, Koth, TDM, Dom game modes with loadouts, and then going to classic, where in those three modes I do have a sticky grenade equipped for sure, but then you go to classic and it's the EMP, and I'll try to like grenade people. But it's like,
Yeah.
that's not what that's used for, dude. That's not the same thing.
Mhm.
And then I'll get used to it, and then I'll go back to regular mode, and I'll end up sticking a wall right in front of my face.
All right. So if Splitgate never existed, what would you see yourself be doing instead of?
OnlyFans. Oh, dude, I don't know. I have no idea. What I'd be.
you wouldn't be playing
Like-
Halo Infinite right now?
No. Nope. Immediate no. Maybe Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If
What
anything.
about COD? Do you think you'd still be on that COD train?
No. And for the simple fact that Modern Warfare 2019 was good, right? It was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
It checked all the boxes. Everything after that has been not as good. And what is it, Black Ops 6, 7 that we're on now? 7.
It's 7. Yeah.
7. I tried
It'll
it
be 8 soon.
and no.
Yeah, don't say the number in between.
I played the beta of BO7 and I was like, it's kind of fun having the wall hop because it's been a little bit since COD has had like any sort of like double jump or anything of that sorts, because we haven't had a double jump since like Infinite Warfare, I think, if I'm correct about that. And I love that area of COD, that futuristic era of COD that I think most people look back at it now, it's like, wow, Sarah kind of sucked, but it was still a lot of fun during that time, I think.
Yeah, that's
before
the whole point,
skill-based
right? Is it
matchmaking.
is it fun, and does it have a high enough skill ceiling?
I think that was a big problem I started getting with COD at the end too. It's just that there wasn't a high enough skill ceiling where I've been playing FPS games since I was like 6 years old. And now it doesn't matter what you do, anybody's going to be able to perform at the same level as long as they know just the couple basics of playing an FPS game, which, yeah, for the average player, I can understand how that's fun, but I don't know, after a while, it just gets boring.
Yeah.
COD specifically, its skill gap is a bit different compared to other arena shooters. I guess it's more similar to like skill gaps of like Siege or CS, where it's more about the areas, the angles, and the placements of
Yep.
like your view, more than like Splitgate or Halos, where it's about understanding
it-
when gun spawns, map spawns, portals, jumps,
rotations,
yeah,
all
it's
all
a
the
whole
And-
stuff.
different ballgame.
And with Splitgate, obviously map knowledge is huge. But
Mhm.
I think the first thing with Splitgate prior to that is just knowing what to do in a certain situation.
Mhm.
So, knowing that you're right next to a portal wall and there's a portal wall right behind your enemy when you're in a fight and you're losing the fight, and knowing what to do in that situation, I think outweighs the map knowledge. I think you can still be relatively competitive
I
without
would
knowing the map.
argue that is map knowledge right there, because you're knowing where the portal walls are as you're in the middle of a fight. You know how you're positioned next to them.
Mm,
It's a form of both game sense and map knowledge at the same time.
fair enough. I think less so map knowledge, because if it's right there, if you can see it on your screen at that time, I think it's less about map knowledge,
Because
then
it's more
'cause then-
instinct at that point, right?
Yeah, because then what happens after you win the fight? You're like, I have no idea where I'm at.
Where am I going
where do I need to go? Is there a power weapon? Is there a zone that I need to get to? How do I get
Yeah.
there?
Joey,
I think it's more just immediate and instinctual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really good word for it.
Joey, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders.
Oh, what up, Jelly?
All right, so you wouldn't see yourself doing Call of Duty.
No, yeah. So what the
Um,
hell would I be playing? Yeah, sorry. Original question.
Yeah. So the current question is, of Splitgate, if it never existed,
maybe-
what would Particle be doing for the new people who just joined in here?
I don't know. It's maybe Titanfall 2?
Really?
Even when it's dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean it still has some player base.
Oh, yeah,
thanks to
you
the
can still find
third-party
games.
stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean that's
I would
something.
I would yeah, I would something along those lines. Is there anything else that's near that?
I mean, Apex is the closest thing that you can get close to that.
Were you
Battle
ever
Royale's
into
boring.
Gears of War?
I never played online.
Okay.
I only played campaigns.
Okay. Yeah, their PvP is kind of that arena shooter vibe.
Okay.
It's very jarring to watch PvP of like Gears of War.
Yeah, dude,
It's-
people just slide wall slide, spam it.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it's
sliding into cover.
It almost kind of reminds me of watching like someone triple portal around a map at times. It's just they're bouncing from like wall to wall. They confuse their opponent and then they get the final shot off. Yeah.
Interesting.
Do
Okay.
you
It's bizarre.
did you play a lot of single player games? Like, will you see yourself maybe playing some single player games to fill that void?
Yeah. Yeah, but obviously that's very temporary.
Yeah.
right? So once you beat the game, then is there enough replayability to continue playing?
Right.
Whether or
Um,
not it's a roguelite, something like
yeah.
that.
So a good example is I did a playthrough of Expedition 33. Phenomenal game. Good God,
Yeah.
dude.
Game of the year.
Yeah, and rightly so. And I didn't think I was gonna like it because I've been playing FPS games online since Modern Warfare 2019, and even battle royales are boring to me. Right, I can get 20 kills in a 5-minute game, but there might be 10 minutes in a battle royale where there's no fighting.
Yeah.
You know, and I might win a 30-minute match with, you know, on a good game it's 10 kills. So I can get way more kills, and there's way more action that happens in an arena FPS. So so even that's boring to me. So when I heard about a turn-based game, I was like, it's probably not going to be fun. I was wrong. I was wrong. The prologue hooked me, and I'm crying and stuff, and I'm hooked, and now there's DLC that I'm working to play through because Simon sucks, dude.
Do you play that on stream, or is that more of like
I'm
I'm enjoying this off stream?
It started off stream, so
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah. I wanted a game that I could sit down on the couch and not have to be entertaining and not be rigid in a chair, at a desk. I wanted
Yeah.
something that I can just kick back, relax on a recliner, and play on the TV, And that's how it started. Until I got to those like end game bosses, and those end game bosses are so hard that I wanted to play it on PC because of the latency difference
Yeah.
between TV and PC. But yeah, no. So yeah, could I? Would I? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But could I do that? Could I do that as much as playing an FPS? Could I invest that much time in one of those? Probably not.
Did you ever play the finals?
Yes, and it wasn't.
No, I can understand that it doesn't have the same tight arena feel that I think you would like. It's for me, I always felt like the finals has a big open map feel like Battlefield tends to, but at the same time it doesn't have the same big team battles and stuff, so it doesn't have the same level of action to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, and yeah, the finals is great. Just not my cup of tea. Because I need that constant action.
Yep.
If you were to imagine, do you remember Rebirth, the original Rebirth from original Warzone?
Yeah.
If you had that in finals,
That makes sense. Where it's like high octane, at
far
all
more
times.
players respawning not from your original spawn point, but respawning where your teammates are, or maybe where you died, something like that.
I could actually see that going really hard with the finals.
That would slap.
Honestly.
There's a
slap.
lot of games that had been bringing like Call of Duty's Rebirth into like their game, because Apex did it. Like Apex is like, oh, that's a great idea. Let's do that.
Well, that's
with
kind of like
Wildcard, right?
I don't know what they call it.
Well, I was gonna say that's kind of like what Splitgate
I got an
did
Apex
with
main
their
right here.
BR.
Isn't that Wildcard where you
I think
where you respawn? Yeah.
All right.
Wildcard.
There's a lot we want to discuss for today's podcast, so why don't we just move along to the next question? Shall we?
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Cool.
All right. So
should we do shots?
Yeah.
Cheers. Shots?
Yeah. We could do the.
All right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm not drinking. I'm just gonna drink water, just on the record.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you don't. Right?
So.
I don't worry. I'm drinking tea.
I'll tell you a shot glass.
I am drinking an undisclosed liquid.
Beverage.
Undisclosed liquid.
Beverage.
All right. Do you want to do your famous catchphrase?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you think
yeah.
you think you can learn it?
We'll figure that out later. But for now, let's just
Okay.
do a casual one. Yeah.
All right. Cheers, peeps. Salud, slancha, prost, nachaim, skol, huwe, nostrovia, salute, kampai, chin chin, salutation. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salutation. Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
There you go.
All right.
Okay. So I guess we can discuss the few SGA questions we have from the Discord.
Oh,
And
Okay.
first one is by Zero IV, and he asks, "What about Splitgate has you hopeful for its future, despite the numbers and hate currently?" And this is a question for all of us here. So, yeah, I guess we'll start with GodParticle.
Yeah, just how fun the game is to play.
Yeah,
Right. It's
I agree.
It's fucking fun.
yeah.
Like, it's a good game.
All right, I
I-
second that.
Yeah, I think currently, I think as we will continue on, I think it's just the flexibility of the game. Thankfully, we have enough custom game support and map creator stuff that we can really, do what we want as like a community. Granted, it'll be expanded more later on as we've kind of all kind of like expressed like what we want and what we kind of need from custom games and stuff, but I'm hopeful that eventually we'll get those and eventually the community will start growing again. So-
The devs are doing whatever it takes too, right? Like the CEO and I think a few other like devs even like took like pay cuts or something, right? To even just like keep their
At one
employees
I don't know about that.
employed.
So there was that small little layoff that happened some time ago. That's what they laid off like 5-6 people. But the CEO and the co-founder, so it'd be Ian and I'm blanking on
Nick?
the C.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think so.
Yeah, Nick.
Nick. They did take their pay cuts temporarily. So
Yeah, I don't know if
Yep.
they're still taking pay cuts or not.
Kind of piggybacking off of that is
wouldn't think so.
how much they
but
listen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I guess what I would say to that question is like GodParticle Front. It's honestly at its very core a very fun game in its current state. It has a little bit of everything for anyone. At the same time, the matchmaking set up into a way where if you're queuing up multiple modes, you're not waiting long to get a match. So it's easy to find matches. And honestly, we just have a really good and strong community here. So even when the population's low, you're running into people that you get along with, and you're still having a fun time playing. Like one of my biggest enjoyments at this point is solo queuing and then running into people I know that are either on my team or on the other team. And there's nothing better than that. It's the most fun I have. So like despite all the hate from people who barely even come and touch this game, the people that do come and play this game, they're the people that make me want to keep coming and playing the game, honestly.
Hmm.
Yeah, it
And-
was cool because what was it? When they introduced the bot playlist, like that same day, I was like, oh, I'm gonna like queue up into it, see if my challenges get done. And then I got queued up with Gomurai and I think Moonjuice. And we were all in the same lobby together. I was like, oh hey, I know these people.
Yep. I've run into
yeah,
it's
cool.
Moonjuice quite a few times too, yeah.
For
Yeah.
me, like I don't really pay attention to the hate or whatever. Like if I'm just having fun, like why does it matter, right? Like just because people want to hate on the game for whatever reasons they do, right? Like that doesn't change how I feel
It's
about the
cool.
game, right? And
It's a new cool thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the only thing I would say, personally and honestly, is if the only thing I would say, like the numbers I feel affect my enjoyability for when it comes to the game itself is ranked. I think ranked could be way more enjoyable right now if it just had more players, and that's
Yeah.
all.
Mhm.
That's fair.
That was
More
the
players would
main
help.
reason why I stopped playing ranked in Splitgate 1 too.
Mhm.
Was
Yeah.
just the fact that I can only queue up. There's always friends that want to play together, and only being able to queue with one other plus 20+ minute queue times for ranked was rough. That was my breaking point. I said no, I'll play casual.
Yeah, I just if you're just like in plat, probably even gold, right, as well, like. Rank is in a state right now where like even if you queue rank, you're still potentially going to be up against like top 100 players. It's like that's
Yep.
just how low
Yep.
the population of rank is right
Even
now.
if you're unranked and it's your second game.
Yeah, even if you're unranked, yeah. So
Which
it's-
they did correct that. There's no hidden elo anymore, which is great.
Okay.
But you're right.
That's
Yeah,
huge.
just the pool is small enough that you will definitely run into former Splitgate 1 pros.
and it's not like they're not going to be advertising. They promised that they're going to be advertising in the quarter 1 of this year. So we'll see how things goes when they start advertising. So
I think
Yeah.
we're gonna get some with this BR push here, but I think they're gonna wait until they hear the community feedback on the BR before they do anything major. That's at least my hope.
Mhm.
Is they're gonna do a little bit with the initial adding of it, and then they're gonna wait at least a couple weeks before they then do more.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
was about to say,
just like they did with the regular game, right?
Yeah.
Like how many playlists did or play tests, I should say. How many play tests did we play? I played so many.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
And
mean, I
and
skipped
so I
a
think that's
lot.
what's going on. Tomorrow Monday. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that yeah, they're gonna have community feedback and they're gonna adjust accordingly, which is again, it's awesome for a dev team to do that, to listen to their community and adjust as needed.
I would say this is a short answer question, but Mini Shvi asked, this is mainly a question for GodParticle here.
Mhm.
Tequila or no, tequila or beer?
Depends. Like if I had to pick between one for the rest of my life, kind of thing. Can we?
He didn't specify.
You
Okay.
didn't specify.
Okay. Beer.
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 Nothing tastes better. And again, I'm not trying to romanticize drinking, right? But after a good hard day's work,
Cracking open a cold one, nothing beats it.
beer.
Yeah.
Outside in the heat doing yard work or something. Back when I was doing blacksmithing for a while, and having a beer in the shower.
In the
Oh,
shower.
oh my
Yeah.
god,
Really?
Shower
yeah,
beers
dude.
are
Shower
the
beer's a
best
thing,
beers.
dude.
That,
It's the
I don't-
best.
It is.
That reminds
Oh,
me
man.
of have you guys seen that like guy on Twitter where he eats stuff in the shower and he like rates it out of 1 through 10 or whatever? So he'll like he's literally just like it's just like him like in his shower and he takes a picture of his food and you just see his shower head and dude, apparently Tony Hawk followed him on Twitter because he found his Twitter post randomly. So it's just really
Bruh.
random. I don't know why that reminded me.
I wouldn't be
of
able
it,
to eat food in there, and
Yeah, I
like,
wouldn't be able to
I can
either.
drink a beer in the shower, but it has to be a bottle too, to minimize the amount of water that you're getting in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
that makes
Like
sense.
That's
yeah.
I mean, I guess
Great
that's
point.
just the more beer version of like wine in the bathtub, I guess. I guess.
Good analogy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's like, okay, cool. I'm washing off the work from the day, and enjoying this at the same.
So I didn't know this. You did blacksmithing?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, as a hobby. I tried to make it a job, but the fire department shut me down.
Oh,
They're like,
really?
bro,
Yeah.
you can't be burning coal in your backyard in a residential area, man. Like, don't do that. Okay. But yeah. I did some blacksmithing and I used to make knives and stuff. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yep.
that's huh.
All right. Next question was asked by Core in the last question from the official Discord, and this is a question for all of us here. What is your favorite custom and official game modes within Splitgate 1? You want to go first, Particle?
Sure. Customs and mode, right?
Mhm.
Mode was the second one. All right. Customs
fair
is,
custom mode and fair official game mode.
Oh yeah, just custom mode. Yeah.
Okay. So, oh man, was it Whack-A-Noob? What was it?
Whack-A-mole.
Yeah.
Whack-A-mole.
Where
Yeah, it's like
you
whack-a-mole.
you jump out of the
Yep.
hole with a
Yep.
sniper?
Yep.
Yes. Because the chaos and
Yeah.
the hilarity that ensued.
Yeah. I can't
maybe
wait to make that again.
maybe Dodge Beam.
Dodge beam.
Dodge Beam is
Yeah,
God
by
tier 2
River,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah, that one's sick too. I love both of those. And then official game mode, SWAT. SWAT.
You like SWAT?
Come on.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm
It's
going to be a
bounty.
bit biased here. Yeah, for customs, it's 100% bounty.
Yeah.
For
That was a good one.
I was about to say I can't elaborate on it because I fucking created it, so obviously people know why I like it so much.
I don't.
I mean, when it comes down to bounty, for one, it was such a great twist that it's really hard to pass up the opportunity to always, see it come back in some way. Again, I would love to do it in Splitgate 2 or Arena Reloaded now. Obviously some things are missing, so having to put it on the back burner for the time being. But it's fun having almost like an actual escort mission. Like capture the flag doesn't really feel like much of an escort mission, as it's kind of like someone dies halfway there and then it gets returned. Meanwhile, bounty is like if the flag drops, it's free game. It's like anyone can pick it up, anyone can progress it, and then anyone can defend whoever is escorted. And obviously, it's like from taking bounty from Halo to Splitgate and seeing how much people have actually enjoyed it. Because we've had people playtest like bounty on Halo, and it was like, this is cool. This is something that fits Halo, fits the arena shooter style. And then bringing it to Splitgate, obviously things had to change because of portals and stuff like that.
Didn't we
But
have a dev ask what was it, Moist Critical about bounty before? Wasn't that a
I
thing
think
that
so.
happened? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was mentioned
I
whenever
forgot which
it
dev
was sponsored.
mentioned that, but I thought that was it was
I
fun
might
to
have to
see
go double
that.
check and find that again.
I just remembered another one. Can I add
ahead.
another one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Paintball.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was a
yeah.
fun one.
Sweetens paintball. Yeah.
Oh,
That was a fun
paintball
one.
slap too. But
Yeah, that
but
was
yeah, go just to add a little bit to what you're saying is that bounty it somehow made the flag itself, the flag carrier, more important.
Yeah.
Right. And so it places more focus on protecting them, and if they go down, then you are there to pick it up.
Yeah.
Whereas otherwise it just gets returned, and so you're just gonna be camping at the flag spawn, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, you basically just always have to protect the flag carrier at all costs, otherwise you're potentially not going to get that score because goalposts are the same position as the enemies.
Yeah,
Yep.
it
Yep.
really created this fun dynamic throughout the game, and you never really like, especially with Splitgate and the portals, it's hard to have a game that forces you to play in such a strict manner and do it in a fun way. And Bounty kind of did that. Like, you're forced to be at certain positions at certain times, or else you were going to lose that point. And it really, I don't know, it was just a fun time, no matter what your skill level was, honestly.
Well, it was interesting when we started designing Bounty, especially with Leviathan in mind, because Leviathan was the original Bounty. Um, because I had the idea of the mode, and then Dyer, who pretty much taught me level design, he was a level designer for 1047 for a very short time. Um, we kind of like were like, okay, let's try and push this a bit further. That's kind of like where we looked at Bounty in like a competitive style. You know, it's like if we were one to push this into like a competitive format, how would we do that? And pretty much the way it was there was a lot that went into it, but specifically we wanted at least in Halo 5, we had a dynamic element where there's a bridge that went straight through the middle of Leviathan. I think specifically in Splitgate 1's Leviathan, we didn't have the death zones yet, so it was filled in with like an under bridge, or it was like a bridge and then you can go under it. And then eventually I did implement the original Leviathan where there was a gap between the outside and the inside. But in Halo, that is actually a bridge you could press a button and turn on and off. It would stop the flag carrier from being able to access that middle bridge, which is pretty much like an um express route of sorts,
Yeah.
right? And we were like, all right, let's continue to reiterate on how exactly we can make the escort experience of the flag much more interesting. And that's kind of what makes Bounty interesting. And the flag carrier route, where the flag is more of just steal from the enemy. You're stealing it not only from the enemy, but the enemy can steal it from you. And that's kind of, where the name Bounty came from. So, but to get back on track, I think my favorite game mode, I think official wise, has to be King of the Hill. I love how long King of the Hill games go for. You can play it in both ways. You could either be a fragger or you could be a hill guy. I think King of the Hill is very flexible, especially within custom games. You could do a lot with King of the Hill. Look at Phoenix's what was it, Split Hill, back in Splitgate 1.
Yeah.
Like that's a good example of like how exactly you can use King of the Hill on very unique occasions. So that's probably my go-to game mode.
Oh yeah.
Mine, I would say it's probably would not even be any of mine for my favorite custom game mode, and that would actually be I know it's not really exactly like original game mode. It's been in existing games in the past, but that would be Sweden's Hunger Games game mode, aka Survival Brawl. I really enjoy.
Good answer.
I really enjoy the some of the maps that Sweden's made. I really enjoyed the map I made for it as well, and it's just I like that. Sweden basically came up with the rule set for it that actually I felt like it worked well for Splitgate 1, and that was to have slightly increased health, right? And then you just balance the weapon pickups around the maps, so everybody has like equal footing to you get to those weapons and everything. And it's a game mode that you have one life. The only thing I wish that Splitgate 1 had was make it so like there was a way you could do survival brawl rounds, because the way we had to do it in Splitgate 1 was we had to keep replaying it over and over again if we just want to do multiple rounds at it for a map.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was the only
Dude.
downside. to it, I feel.
Dude, hell of a great answer. For the simple fact that the reason why people like battle royales is because of the effort involved in winning that game.
Yep.
And I think that Hunger Games had a really good essence of that because you only had one life.
Yep.
And so you get that stupid adrenaline rush at the end. 1v1 situation, and you have to kill them.
I would say
like
the
it's so good.
adrenaline is almost nonstop that entire round from start to finish, because when you first start, you're just trying to decide, am I gonna run in trying to get the best weapon possible,
Mhm.
or do I want to try and play it a little smarter, go to one of the corners, get a mid
An EMP grenade.
Yeah.
an EMP grenade.
You didn't have EMP grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to portal to go get EMP grenades.
Yeah, and you
You
also
know.
didn't spawn like right by a portal, so you had to decide, like, am I gonna
Mhm.
even further risk going farther away from a
Mhm.
portal, or am
Mhm.
I gonna try and get near a portal so I can be
Mhm.
at least a little safe?
Yeah.
I don't know. I loved
Yeah,
it.
me too. Me too.
It's just like battle royale, but like at like a much like smaller scale, where like everyone
Yes.
is close by.
Yes.
There's always
Yes.
action going on. There's no like, oh, I'm just gonna stay here for like 5 minutes. No, you're gonna eventually
I
be
feel
like have to be in the
you're gonna-
fight. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna trouble portal behind you and it murk you.
Right.
I feel
And
like
if
they
you
could
stick
do
around
it
anywhere for too long.
with the biomes that they have, if they were to play it like it's just the onslaught, have a decent amount of people start, and then you do it like the Hunger Games, but then you have a BR circle that makes it go smaller and smaller throughout the game. It'd be a shorter time span than what a BR game is.
Mm.
I don't know. I feel like you could
Mhm.
you could kind of do that.
I mean, yeah, they could definitely do it, but at the same time, I think it would just be a great idea to have that circle be something that we can place down in Map Creator, and we could just do it in Map Creator. Because
Yeah.
Halo, what was it? Halo had a small little, I forget what they called it. It was part of like the second season or something that Halo Infinite had, where they put, I think it was 8 players in a free for all in a big team battle map, and you had to like scavenge for weapons and stuff, and over time the circle would slowly close in on the center of the map,
Mm-hmm.
and they would kind of pressure them. So having
I
something like that and that they allowed us to put into maps would also be kind of cool.
I
My
remember playing that too, and that was like a lot of fun. It kind of reminded me of that Hunger Games type feel, because you're playing on a bigger map, but it's still like an arena style of a map.
Yeah.
And you're just doing a short round of BR from where you spawned, and you're like
Right.
scavenging for better weapons. It's just
Dude.
a fun formula.
Yeah.
Super
Be-
fun.
Can you
be-
imagine
and you get
how
that
many people
and you get that adrenaline rush and that dopamine and serotonin hit when something goes well, and
And you get that
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
when it goes just barely wrong.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember there was a tournament that I played in that I came in second. It was a Hunger Games. It was a Hunger Games tournament.
yeah.
I came in second because
I thought you won that.
I didn't have it. No. I came in second.
Oh,
to
okay.
Nico, I think it was. I think Nico won that.
All right.
Oh,
Of course, Nico did.
And like I was garbage. I was garbage for the rounds leading up to it. Like I did just barely enough. Like I did a D plus so that way I could pass the class kind of thing. Right? and not intentionally either. And then the very last game, the last round, something just clicked and I did really, really well. And then I ran out of ammo in both weapons.
Damn.
And Nico was one hit. I was one hit,
Oh my god.
and he shot me. And I was like,
That's crazy.
that level of like, yeah, that level of intensity is so good,
Yeah.
so good. So I understand the BR, the reason for the BR and extraction shooters too, and Hunger Games. It scratched that itch, dude. It gives the same level of intensity.
And then my
So
favorite
great answer.
My favorite official will have to be Hot Zone. I liked it slightly better than King of the Hill, honestly, because I just think it creates less snowbally scenarios, I think, than King of the Hill. But they're basically pretty identical and similar. Yergi?
So two of my favorite custom modes were already said between Bounty and Hunger Games, honestly. So I'm gonna go with another one that is probably a low-key good one that we can't even do anymore, and that was Code Phoenix's Split Ball Arena or Split Ball
Spitball
Derby.
Derby.
Split Ball Derby. That was a lot of fun
Yeah.
because I felt like it allowed casual players to get in and have fun and play against some of the top level portalers and players in the community, and just not even care that they're not the ones portaling around, because they can then just focus on shooting and having fun still. I don't know. I just thought it was a whole lot of fun. And then for the people who do like to portal around, you're just doing everything you can to get your hands on that ball and just start doing zigzags around the map. And then, dude, you get hunted down by the entire lobby then. So fun.
And the official?
Is that the one that was the it's kind of like an outdoor map, circular, symmetrical.
Yep. It's open.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Friction.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you got enhanced movement, bats, pistols secondary, and then sometimes carbine pickups.
Yes. And the carbine is OP at that point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And between the movement and how he placed the portals, it was hard to get your triple portals down right. So it really forced you to get the movements down.
Yep.
What was your favorite official game mode, Yergi?
Takedown. Not even question. Takedown. I love Takedown so much. It just...
Actually, no, I'm changing my answer. It's no longer Hot Zone. It's also Takedown. I don't know why I didn't think of Takedown.
Takedown is my second.
SWAT.
Okay. SWAT is my favorite because I love being able to just click ahead.
Yep.
Right. I love that instant gratification that I shot first. I was more accurate. I win.
Yeah.
Takedown gets that adrenaline rush that you get.
That same adrenaline rush that we're talking about with Hunger Games, you get with Takedown, because you go from either you're trying to hunt down this last player before their teammates respond so you can get that win, or you're that last player on your team just trying to survive with every ounce of what you can so your teammates can respond and you can possibly do some sort of comeback.
Yeah. And when you hear last man standing. Like hands shaking.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Don't panic.
It's a 1v3 situation, and it's absolutely game point, right? Whoever wins this round wins the game. And it's ranked. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No. As my first time like going into it, I was definitely a little bit at first like, what the fuck is this? Like, as a new player coming into it, it's jarring. I can't lie, and I understand why they don't want to push it as much, but it is just, once you have gotten time with the game and you understand the mechanics of it, Takedown just takes advantage of the portal mechanics like no other game mode does. Besides one other game mode I want to give a special mention to, and that's the OG version of Split Ball they did when they launched Splitgate 2. because I liked it when we could portal with the balls.
Yeah, I
Like,
prefer it with portals too.
It
I just don't
made
like-
it more fun at a higher skill level.
I just don't like the fact that I don't like the a couple of the maps that you could go so linearly from one zone to the other, from one capture point to the other.
I don't know why they
That
just
comes
didn't
down
like.
to more of a level design problem, and at the time
Yeah.
a mechanics problem, because we weren't able to overload or EMP now, which I think now that would fix that problem a little bit more, where it wouldn't be as easy to just do those simple routes that take only
Yeah.
two portals. You
Right.
could actually lock
Yeah.
that down and then force them to go a different way.
Yeah. Like Zenith is a good example. Oh, dude, I'm
Stadium was a bad one.
Stadium, yeah. And I'm drawing a blank here. Frontier
Frontier
is the other one. Yeah,
is another bad one.
Yep.
Yeah,
dude, it's
is
pretty much a straight line underneath.
I almost feel like
All three of those.
for the split ball mode alone, they should just take those maps out of the rotation because they're just that bad for that mode.
Or shut down a portal wall or two.
You guys want to talk about what's new in the game now? We've been on this
Sure.
question for a while.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Splitgate mode is so fun to talk about. Though.
Yeah.
But that was a simple question to ask.
It's a good one.
Hard question to answer. Yeah, it's a good one.
Right.
Yeah.
Exploded.
Cool.
So
yeah.
Yergi wanted us to talk about this as soon as we could, and that was the whole bots playlist. So we have a dedicated playlist where you can select any of the playlist options, right? But it'll be bot lobbies instead, and they made it so you can basic queue against bots. You get your challenge progression. You can get your career and XP and all that also updated along with it. What did you want to say about your game before I have my thoughts and GodParticles and Comas?
I think it is both a really good move, but in what I would say traditional Splitgate fashion, poorly implemented. That is the best way I will describe it. They made the right choice to put a bot arena in. I just feel like you being able to both progress your camos and your achievements in the bot arena is a big problem because it hurts not only because does it take normal players, and I'm not talking about low skill level players, I'm talking high skill level players who just want to grind through some challenges easier. They will go into the bot arena just to do that. It will take away from the population of normal matchmaking and also hurt the value of getting those achievements as well.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with you being able to progress your weapon XP and your player XP, but that's it. Anything outside of that, it's just it's hurting the rest of the ecosystem of the game.
What about like battle pass challenges? Are you alright with that, or would you rather have that be pushed straight into?
I'm fine with that. Honestly, that doesn't even bother me because you're progressing something you paid for at that point. Like you paid for the battle pass to get those skins. Like to me, that's less of an achievement of working towards like an actual achievement you get through Steam or Xbox or a camo that these are normally meant to be like, hey, I did this achievement that's hard to do. Like, look how cool I am for doing this hard achievement. And it kind of gets hurt when you can just then go into a bot lobby and farm bots.
Yeah. I have noticed there are a few challenges that don't progress in bot lobbies. Specifically, I think King of the Hill, for whatever reason, does not progress
I think
in bot lobbies.
I think that's bugged. It took a while for that to update for me.
Yeah.
Like even for
And-
normal quick play, the King of the Hill one took me a while for it to update. But no, so like my thoughts.
I think. I'm sorry, just to piggyback.
Yeah. Okay.
Is if if you're able to pay for advancement in something, is that better or worse than grinding bots for the achievement?
That's
Right. So in the battle pass, you can purchase. You can
Tiers.
purchase tiers
Yeah, you could.
with money.
it's really fair.
Is that does that make that achievement less valuable? And
No.
and is it more or less valuable if you can grind bots?
I think it does make it like less, like kind of like less earned in a way. Like you didn't like play to
Yeah.
like get those done or anything, right? But I think it's fine that you can do that for the battle pass because it's another step, like another way that you could support the devs, support
Yeah,
the
and
game.
100% and
Yeah.
deserving of it.
Right.
And for me, the
yes.
problem really isn't the battle pass, because again, that's something that isn't quite the same achievement as doing a camo grind or getting like an in-game achievement. Those tend to be harder to get than getting a tier on a battle pass and completing a battle pass. For
Exactly.
me, it's you paid for that, and if you can farm bots to then complete that, you just got your money's worth in my eyes. So,
Exactly, and that's it. That's exactly kind of my rationale, my logic behind that is I don't have a problem with people farming bots to go through levels in the battle pass when you can also pay for tiers in the battle pass.
yes,
Right.
exactly.
Same, right.
Yep.
And the people grinding bots are actually playing the game to go through the battle, to go through those
Exactly.
levels, right. So no, for that I don't have an issue with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I also feel the same way with like weapon XP and career XP. It's like you're playing the game, like you should at least be getting that stuff progressed. But if you're not going to play against other real people, achievements and camos should be for people playing against real people.
Yep.
So
Agree 100.
So all of us, we got kind of like grandfathered in because we played Splitgate 2 for a level system into Splitgate Arena Reloaded. I honestly do not know how the game feels for a new player who just goes in, who never plays Splitgate 2. How long does that take for them to actually, just get the simple stuff out of the way, right? Like the weapon attachments for the weapons, or just be able to use a certain weapon, right?
Exactly.
I think, honestly, when it comes to the bot playlist, I think that's fine that can progress through the bot lobbies, right? Because then, like, you can easily get your stuff at max level against bots. That's fine. Get your attachments. That's fine.
Yep.
However, I just don't think it should. I think it's also fine that it could progress battle pass challenges because that's limited time you pay for it, right? But I just don't think it should progress towards camel skins for weapons because it's just makes it devalue like the sense of worth, how tricky it can obtain them, and they're always in the game. It's not like they're limited time, right? And then
you can at any point you can decide to hop into normal matchmaking to try and get your camos.
Yeah. So I think at the point where you start can progress in camels, you should stop getting XP if you're only doing bot lobbies. And I think it should be separate in the career tab for your stats. And the reason why I say that is not just the fact that it's just like Eagle Flex thing or whatever, right? But like they plan to have career leaderboards in the game, like I think like next month or something.
People grind and they make their brand based on how high they get on those leaderboards. Like like for some people, it's why they play the game. So to have just being able to go and grind bots, it definitely ruins the Like why grind the leaderboards at that point?
I don't think
Again, devalues.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think a lot of people
Devalues that achievement.
I don't think a lot of people will want to see the casual leaderboards just be like based on, oh, who does the bot lobbies the most. It's like, no, that's just
Yep.
that's just silly.
Yeah, no.
So here's more or less my take, and I have a different mindset when it comes down to the whole camo thing. So bear with me. I think the bot lobbies are a perfect thing for new players. I think we can usually say that's something that's great for new
I think
players.
unanimously no one disagrees with that. That this is a great move for new players and also players who live in regions where they can't find a match. It makes sense for that. I can't even lie.
I think the next step up is I would want the no portals removed, because if we are giving players a learning opportunity to learn portals against bots, then there should be no portals in the game.
Because there's no reason you should be afraid of a bot portaling on you. They never portal.
They don't even portal to begin with. Yeah, their AI is just dumb.
Well, I mean, I've seen them portal a few times. It's just they have to be in that specific scenario.
Just as a counter to that is no portals only for new players.
Arguably, yes. I would say
mostly,
their new players are mostly playing no portals.
You don't think that that
I know that there are
that
people
people
who aren't
just-
new players who do play it. The thing is, the reason they play it is because they know they're not as good at portaling as some of the other people they play against, and that's why they play it, so they don't have to focus on portaling. That's why you can't take it out of normal matchmaking, but I understand what he's saying about taking it out of the bot playlist, because the bot playlist is really more meant for people trying to learn.
Okay.
I can't think
Is
of
that what
one.
you meant? I misunderstood if that's what you meant,
to,
is taking it out
to
of...
clarify,
out of bot
I
lobby.
would take it out of both. I would yoink it out of both.
Okay.
Because if we're gonna give them a playground of portals, right? Like, think of it.
Yeah.
You're giving someone like a new toy to play with, and eventually they're gonna get good enough to finally understanding this toy. Why, in the first place, should we have an opportunity to take that toy away? Right? Like,
we're also speaking from a point where the four of us are good at portals.
Yeah.
right. But
I'm
thinking...
and it is second nature. It's that intuitiveness.
Right. Yeah.
But is there... Okay, so I don't, me personally, I don't like no portals. I love portaling. But are there players that are very experienced in Splitgate that want to play no portals because the gunplay, the gameplay is the same, but you have the removal of portals, where now it's dedicated to movement and to hitting your shots?
I mean, I can see why some people would want it, right? But the thing is that portals are the main stick and the main gimmick of Splitgate.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like if you're gonna play Splitgate, you have to understand the portals. Like, that's kind of like the thing here, and that's the entire thing of like why we need races. Like, people need to learn how portals work. They need to understand how they function.
And
so
I feel like at this core, what this problem comes down to with trying to get new players comfortable and learning is games like Splitgate back in the day always had some sort of PvE mode, whether it was a campaign or something else, that gave players that crutch to have something to be interested in and still learn the basic mechanics of the game. I think that's kind of what they are trying to do with the bot arena, which is what I'm thankful for. Like, my criticisms of the bot arena definitely isn't about them adding it. It's more just about how they added it, I guess, at the end of the day. But that's not what we're talking about either right now.
Yeah. So I don't know. To continue my take, I like it. I think it's a great place for new players. I don't mind the progression XP. I don't mind the gun stuff going on. I have had the opportunity to talk to a player that has the Pearlium camos,
Mhm.
and I was like, like, if you're gonna use this, and like, if you're gonna use it for camo challenges, I would use it now because there's no guarantee it'll stick around.
Yeah, it probably won't be
Um,
here forever. Hopefully.
and I was talking to them, and they were like, honestly, I would not force my worst enemy to do the Pearlium stuff in official PvP matches. So he was like, I would straight up go out and say, do it in bot lobby because it is an experience and a half trying to, sometimes getting some of those really sweaty lobbies and, trying to get crouch kills, slide kills, double kills,
Yeah.
some very specific stuff to actually get these camo challenges. And I agree. When you compare it to something like Call of Duty's camo challenges, which it's like 100 headshots, 5 kills without dying, and then you need to get long shot kills, and then very like specific stuff like that, then you're like, okay, this is
It's pretty normal,
Daunting.
honestly.
It's a
yeah.
daunting task.
It's a
It
daunting
is.
Right.
task, especially with Splitgate's addition of like portals in the case of there's more going on than just normal gunplay. Like there's
Mhm.
like a whole nother like wrench thrown into the machine, right? And it did make me question whether or not camo challenges should be progressed in the bot playlist. Because at the end of the day, when you think about the game's cosmetic system, are you gonna run a Pearlium skin? Or are you gonna run a Battle Pass Ultra skin? Which
Gonna
one
run a
matters
battle
more to you?
pass.
Better pet, yeah.
Right. So in
But can you
reality,
can you flex?
But can you
yeah, yeah,
flex the thing that no one else can get?
yeah.
Right.
But in reality, it's like, do you want to flex something that you've earned by getting kills and playing the game, or do you want to earn something that potentially you've
Yeah.
purchased? It's that
Yeah.
case of
Yeah, but that's the
it's
point
weird.
of what we're saying here. It's like normally you would want to flex the coolest looking skin, but then the reason why people flex the pro lilium and gold skins is because they're not as easy to get. It adds that extra prestige of like, hey, I went through and did these hard challenges to get this skin. You
So
don't have it because you did it.
And
yeah,
I am so sorry. I gotta hit the restroom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, you're
go
good.
ahead.
Old man. Old man.
Oh, so but here's like my personal take on this. I would want those players who do have Pearlium to have their take on the bot playlist. Like I would want to know whether or not they find it okay that those challenges are progressible in the bot playlist. Because
That's
they
a
have the camo, right?
good
Like,
question. Is,
Yeah.
is there anyone in chat who has the pro Ilium skins, and like, how do you feel about people being able to progress that in the bot lobbies?
that's something I want to
Yeah.
know because it's like when you look at games like Call of Duty, like there you have two sides of Call of Duty where it's like you have the PvP skins and you have like the zombie skins. And like
Yep.
the zombie skins, when you come around to doing the camos for the zombie stuff, the the way that you obtain the skins will ever change as the game progresses because there's new updates, there's new like simpler ways to acquire these like
Minnie says
challenges and stuff like
he
that.
Minnie says he thinks it's fine because some of them are just tedious, like the crouch kills one. Yeah, the crouch kills one is so dumb.
See,
I feel like
yeah, it's
I have no idea why they decided to just make the crouch kills a thing for the newly added LMGs. Like, guys, you already have this for shotguns. You already have this for heavy pistols. Why are you doing the crouch kills again for camels? No one wants to do the crouch kills for camels. It's
yeah.
very
So
tedious.
Skills are so. I found a way that makes it a little easier if you're good at triple portaling. You just crouch in your portal and you go.
and you just
Yeah.
yeah.
It works. Like,
But
you lose every match still that you do that, but like you're getting crouch kills at least, and you're not just stuck in one spot the whole game.
yeah, but like I think getting the takes of people who actually have these skins, like Mini or Fear in chat, having these skins and giving their takes, I think honestly, I think it should stick around. Like, it might be a hot take, and I don't know how a lot of people would perceive that, but um, when it comes down to the bot playlist, I think it's fine as is. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you don't get XP bonuses from bot playlists either.
We need kills through portals over crouch kills because like it's a portal game
You
and
you
none
don't
of
get
the
what from bot
camo.
lobbies, Coma?
You don't get bonus XP. So like how
Oh,
when you have
okay.
Yeah.
Like the
use
party bonus XPs.
yeah.
Oh,
So like
okay.
whenever you select certain playlists within like the official playlist, and you get like 1% extra XP per like game mode selected, you don't get that in bot playlists. You don't
Yeah.
get that bonus. So
All right.
arguably you're losing out on XP in
I
that case.
I think we should move on to another thing.
Soul has a point.
No,
yeah.
I want to keep debating this.
Do you really now?
We can have a whole nother podcast about it at a later
Yeah,
date.
I do feel like
I'm sure it's
we
gonna be
all
brought
are
up
in
again in
agreement,
the
though,
future.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
I mean,
So,
to some degree.
What is your guys' thoughts on the Gunslinger event? I'll go first. I really liked that so we had this recently added Gunslinger event, still ongoing, one in the chamber, but you have Goliath pistols, and how they do it is they override the mythic bundle skins, so the cowboy skin that's in the shop, and same with the Goliath pistols. You're able to basically trial run these mythic skins in the store in this event game mode, and I really like that you can do that, and I want to see more of that. Thoughts, guys?
Love it.
What you said is a great take. Honestly, I agree with that 100%. Not only that, it's just a great way to introduce a classic mode and keep it interesting for people who've probably played this mode a million different ways in a million different games. So it's just fun, it's interesting. I hope they find a way to keep modes like this in the regular rotation. Like it would be nice if they had a party mix like selection where it's like game modes like Insta Gib, one in the chamber, and just what anything else they come up with along the way.
I like the event. I kind of wish there was another like character skin that was somehow tied into the event. Kind of like how we had with the launch event with the T200 return, which is gone now, by the way, which is weird. I don't think it really should have went bye-bye, but
I feel like it should
wait.
come back in some way.
Wait,
yeah,
T200 skin is gone?
yeah, it's gone. It was part of
you
it was part of the launch event.
So
you can
from
no longer
my-
obtain it, but the people who got it
what
has it.
I've
okay.
heard,
Yeah.
it sounds like they will be bringing it back as a reward for like people who haven't got it, kind of
Yeah.
thing. So
New
like
players?
yeah, it doesn't seem like it's completely gone.
Yeah, because I remember asking, or someone asked, like during the very first capture event before relaunch, and we were like, "Where does the skin come from?" And I think Cyber said it was specifically from an event. Because when we all think T200, we always think it's just going to be handed to us when we start playing the game, kind of like how it was in Splitgate 1.
The default
Yeah.
skin, yeah.
And obviously that's not the case, but I hope it does come back for more players to pick up because it does look really good. Like I
Yeah.
do like the way it looks in Splitgate 2.
I
So
really like the redesign they did on it for Splitgate 2. It looks really fresh.
But as for Gunslinger, Gunslingers was kind of ruined for me, arguably, because unfortunately my Gunslinger event was already completed like as soon as the relaunch event ended.
Yeah,
So
there was that
I
bug,
already had all the rewards from the Gunslinger event before the Gunslinger event started. Like a week before.
Well, yeah, I
Uh,
used the
oh,
Gunslinger event to get my Goliath to gold.
Oh yeah, totally fair.
The Goliath is my favorite regular weapon
Yeah.
of the game anyway. So yeah, mine was already gold. Mine was yeah.
I just didn't want to do the crouch kills before, and then I was like, it's a one-shot kill. I'll
So
suffer through it.
sometimes I'm sliding, but then sometimes when I'm in a one-on-one fight,
Yeah.
when I am juking, I will
You'll do
also throw in a crouch.
Yeah, a little
And
duck.
so
Yeah.
sometimes I get the shot on the crouch.
Okay,
So I already had
so
it. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I need to ask Core to at some point to one of our moderators to possibly add a 6-box focus mode, because I just realized if I try to full screen this with the new thing in the way, yeah, one of us is gone. I think I'll just hide myself. That's fine. Because we could still see GodParticle, Yurgi, and Koma. But yeah, right now I have the patch notes for January 9th. So this is when Gunslinger also first came out. But they also made weapon challenges and balances on I figure we could briefly talk about this and what's our overall thoughts on this. One thing they added in Map Creator I really enjoyed was the added infernal assets, which
That's huge,
Yeah.
honestly.
one of the yeah, they basically have options for lava flowing now. So if you really want to create like a very lava, like volcano-esque map, like you can easily do that now, which is really cool. And I noticed the shotguns got a slight buff, the charger and the plow, because they weren't really that great anymore, which I'm a big fan. They've upped the fire rate personally, and I think they slightly buff the LMGs. Although honestly, like I think the LMGs still feels kind of not the best compared to the rest of the weapons. And what's interesting about the sticky grenade, decreased damage from 200 to 150 when you actually get sticked is so if you guys don't remember, there's a firewall perk you can select, and so now when you have that perk selected, you can outlive a sticky grenade stick, because you're no longer getting 100 damage to you with it, you're getting 75. So you can outlive a sticky. I think they mainly did this change so like overshield players don't just get completely nuked. I think that's like the only thing that's really changed.
I don't think you should. Yeah, I don't think you should get killed if you have overshield and get stuck.
And
Sticked.
Yeah,
Stuck.
so
Stickied.
time between
Sticky.
bursts increase for quantum rifle. I think that's a nerf. And they also nerf Warden. They also nerf. I gotta be honest, I can't tell any difference with the Sprinter SMG nerf. But basically, they changed the initial burst decrease from 6 bullets to 5. So, what do you guys thoughts of the patch notes?
I did notice a difference with the Sprinter today.
You did?
Playing Fiesta and Gun Game. I did notice a difference.
Okay. I haven't hopped on since that update, I guess.
Dude.
I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence on LMGs.
They need a buff, I think, still.
Yeah, they definitely need a little bit of help.
So do they need a little bit of how? So do they need a little bit of help in terms of TTK? And should the TTK be competitive with ARs? In which case, then the LMGs are just ARs that are belt fed that you don't need to reload.
I think
and then
the
you get away
range
of
needs to be
ARs.
extended a little bit compared to ARs. But
That's what I would say, is just they need to have
But I think
not even their range extended, just better control at the same range. Because it's an LMG, your barrel's not supposed to give you more recoil because of how heavy it is.
Depends on.
Yeah, it depends. But at the same time, like that's how I would think in my head to balance it.
I think realistically, it's just we're having an SMG issue again, and I've talked to Phoenix about this already, and
This is
this
why
is the
classic
entire
arena
reason.
is the way to go.
Yeah, but realistically, this is why like the sprinter here got kind of bonked a little bit specifically because I don't know if it's just me, but I see SMGs everywhere in like quick play. Like I feel like
'Cause it's
every
the
game there's
meta.
at least one or two people running SMGs. But
Yep.
when I talked to Phoenix, I was like, I'm surprised ranked isn't like this, right? Because you would think when people are playing ranked, you would think they would always use the best stuff to go for the go-to. Um,
Don't repeat my
so I don't
opinion I had at the
know.
time. It's because my opinion is
Well,
very different since it's
right,
everywhere.
yeah,
It's everywhere in ranked. I don't like
Yeah,
that
it is
meta right
everywhere.
now.
I was
okay.
gonna
Well,
say, like, it's literally
it might
everywhere.
Yeah.
it might have taken a little bit for it to sink. Um, but I do think that we are eventually going to get an SMG nerf at this point. Again, because as we know, the Rattler got a nerf
Not
during
only
Splitgate 2.
Yep.
it's just
Yep.
the SMG is having the plow problem right now, where at high levels, especially, it's just hard to balance it right because of
So
how portals work.
tell me this: if damage fall off is dookie for the shotguns, then why isn't SMG's damage fall off dookie? Like
should be.
It's
SMG's
not
fall
as
off is like
dookie
nothing.
as it should
Well,
be more. I can
yeah.
agree with that, but to say that it has no fall off, it definitely does. Like, you have to get close to someone to be effective with
Well,
you
killing.
could still like outgun people from mid range with SMGs.
Yeah,
It's
you can challenge an AR at mid range with an SMG and still win sometimes,
yeah.
especially with the sprinter with that initial burst.
Yep.
But the thing is
Yeah.
that
Whereas you cannot with a shotgun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
Okay.
another thing about
Yep.
the shotgun is because it's a spread. When you shoot a shotgun, you're not shooting one projectile; you're shooting multiple.
Several.
So you're
Well,
spreading that out at like a distance. That's not gonna do.
the trick with the plow is using the laser sight because it lessened the spread, making it closer to a projectile.
Yeah.
Could that be an attachment to shotguns? This is a choke.
Well, that's what the laser sight is.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of what the
It ties
laser
into
sight
that.
And you
is.
said the bigger problem is the SMG has on long range is the spread. So I guess it just doesn't spread enough. Is where some people are thinking.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so-
another
okay.
thing. It definitely could spread more. It has a little bit of a spread, but again, if you want it to be balanced better, so it's harder to get kills at farther range, the spread needs to be slightly wider.
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
like if we kind of pull SMGs back a little bit, it'll not only give ARs a bit more room, but it'll also give the LMGs some more room to kind of breathe as well. Because I find it kind of ridiculous that ARs at mid-range and even LMGs at mid-range can still get outgunned by all three SMGs. So it's kind of just an SMG problem.
Yeah.
It just my concern is just how do you differentiate ARs and LMGs?
So
if you make LMGs good enough to compete with ARs, then essentially LMGs are just ARs with
extra ammo.
With 10 times the ammo. Or I'm exaggerating.
Maybe slower reloads
quadruple
might be
the
how
ammo.
you do it. Because
at
a
that
slow
point,
reload in Splitgate can really kill you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, I think it's just like, okay, which one you think looks cooler, right? Do you like the LMGs more for this style or the ARs?
I think what I would do is make the LMGs kind of like, well, the barrage is going to be a different case because obviously it's not a long range weapon, but I would want to have these LMGs kind of fill the gap between maybe an AR or carbine or probably a burst rifle, to where they're like semi mid long range kind of like guns. Because even the Strata right now, when you look at it, it's like it feels like a long range gun.
Yeah.
And
One
I feel
thing
like
I will say is I haven't really tested them out too much on like bypass, so I haven't really tested them out in open areas as well to know how well it does in farther ranges.
yeah.
I'm using it a lot of times in like mid-range fights.
What about, in addition to a longer reload, is a feeling of weight, longer ADS kind of thing.
Yeah, like
You know what I
longer
mean?
ADS.
Yeah, like it's gonna
Slower
take way
reloads.
long, because I mean IRL, like, yeah, it's heavy,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
they're heavy guns.
They-
Yeah.
And then that
they-
Well,
forces
I mean,
you to
Yeah, and so
yeah.
that length of time is the
They don't
the
they don't feel heavy to
counter
me in
to
Splitgate, so maybe that's the
no
issue.
no there's yeah they ADS is
Yeah.
I haven't even noticed the difference in ADS in really any weapon. It's instant.
yeah.
Yeah, what if you did have a longer ADS time, or something that made that weapon take longer, feel heavier, feel slower,
Yep.
and
But hit harder. Or
and
something.
because of that, it
I-
hits hard, and you don't have to reload it.
I would
After
be
4 kills.
I would be perfectly fine if they decided to make
I-
LMGs like hard to control, but like it like hit like a
On-
punch if you can manage to like control it. Like it was just hit hard.
Honestly,
Is that too?
I could see them doing kind of a weight thing, but make it to where it's like movement. Like, so in Call of Duty, whenever you played with an LMG, you are physically slower because of how much weight an LMG actually has. So I can see them actually making it to where you're slightly slower, you have a longer reload, but it shreds, and it's like perfectly ranged, whether or
I
not, that's using the strata at range or, you know, something like that.
maybe make it so your movement's only nerf when you're aiming down the sight compared to other guns. Because my
can
concern
see
is
that,
if
yeah.
it's a loadout weapon you can select, it's not gonna feel good, right? As a primary, you're always gonna be slowed down right away.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not even gonna have the option to even have like your secondary equip at the very least. Like
Yeah, maybe longer to swap.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
maybe
longer time to swap. Maybe yeah.
maybe longer after you fire. Maybe longer to get back to target.
Yeah.
Something like that. Make it right.
Yeah.
And that
yeah.
could certainly change. That could certainly separate.
I would certainly want like, a trade-off of sorts. It's when you aim down sights, like actually the gun never changes. I think this is something that Halo does as well, where when you aim down sights with guns, that red reticle range, as we call it, doesn't shift. It still stays the same. It's just a visual, like, oh, here's the zoomed in version of that range, right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's like realistically, I don't think the gun should have like a slower ADS. I just think that if you're
What about
wanting to make
sway?
it interesting, you could do sway, but sway is typically only done for precision weapon. And a competitive arena shooter, I wouldn't necessarily put sway on any guns. It's not a fun, consistent thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
recoil is one thing because you can either control recoil or you can alleviate it with attachments.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
So this next one we're gonna talk about is we finally have custom maps in Quickplay. The first one is Whiteout, which is currently live in all the Quickplay game modes other than like Takedown, right? And then this one's called Whiteout by our 1047 level designer Mingfei. So he created this within the lab. So this is what is possible in the lab right now. So let me go ahead and play this real quick for you guys for this video presentation they have for us. Okay, so it's a loop itself. So basically, they stated that for consideration, your maps must be compatible with all 4v4 quick-play game modes, include proper out-of-bounds biomes, and have a maximum of 4 power weapons if you ever want your own custom map to be considered for quick-play rotation. So, but yeah, I think that's really nice. The only thing is, I hope that they can maybe up the rates of how likely this map can show up in Quickplay, especially when they're gonna
Mhm.
add more maps down the road. Because like if it's the same percentage of how likely it's to come up with the other maps, it's gonna be incredibly rare to even like encounter it in Quickplay. I think I've only encountered it like once so far in Quickplay myself. So
I played for 5 hours today. I got it 3 times.
yeah. So
I think one thing that they could really do to make this really like kind of unique is, was it during the break that we were talking about map voting, or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what if we had a map voting where it was either 2 official maps and then like a random custom map?
I think yes, just yes. Like
yeah.
map voting and doing that, just everything about what you just said, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Mainly
I think
map
that would be a
voting,
good addition.
yes.
I think
Yeah.
map voting in a vacuum
I-
is a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should just hit on that a couple more times because I feel like it's really a design choice to not have it, and I just want them to know that like there's no reason we just shouldn't have it. Map voting is needed. It's such a crucial thing in a arena shooter like this.
Is there something to do with the matchmaking that might prevent that from happening? And the only reason why I say that is because how many times do you have like say friends that want to friendly counter queue you, and you get the same game mode on the same
So
map at the same time in different games? Are games being simultaneously run on the same map? It's not like in parallel.
yes, they are.
Yes.
Yes,
that's
they
how it
are.
is.
So maps are on a
So
rotation right now.
so does that make map voting difficult or impossible to do?
That's a good question, actually. I will give you that maybe it's the system that they're using where it might just be easier on their servers and their whole system to where they have just one map playing at one time. So it's easier for the
Well,
system to handle.
the way
Right.
we actually know how it works. So apparently, from what we've been told, is that every minute it is a map and a game mode, and it rotates
Yep.
every minute.
Yeah.
So that means every minute a new player is getting put into a different map and a different game mode.
It's not true
So
random. It's
yeah, it's
on
not
schedule.
true random, but it's set on a like it's like a scheduled cycle of sorts. So
Yep.
it's
feels
strange. So
it feels
So
random. It's not.
so would you have 3 maps, potential to be voted on? And would those be the next 3? Like you would have, this is the one that you should be playing on, but here are the next 2. And then if you do select one of the other 2,
I'm gonna stop
what
streaming
happens
for
to
now.
the next game, considering that you're 2 minutes ahead of schedule?
So you're almost like talking about a skip feature in the map rotation, kind of.
Right.
That might be kind of interesting where if maybe we can decide to skip the next 1 to 2 maps and go to the third one then.
But then that
Hmm.
those would stack.
Yeah.
So does
So
that
I don't
mean
know
that
how that
the
would
time
work.
before you get a next game that doesn't
How-
include that map, does that increase it by 2 minutes, let's say?
I don't think it would stack. I think it would reset. So after you get done with that game, you would then go back to whatever
Okay.
the current one being played is then, and then it would then
Okay.
allow you to do the skip again.
I like
That's
Fierce.
how the system works.
I like Fierce
Okay,
suggestion
okay.
in chat right now. Fierce suggestion that maybe we get bigger XP bonus if we end up picking customs maps in the voting system.
that's assuming we have a map voting system later
Yeah,
on. But
Yeah.
The
Prior to
first
that,
step
we need to figure out map
is
voting.
I would
map
love
voting's
Yeah,
huge.
yeah, that would be
XP
step
from,
1 first.
custom. I would like to get XP from custom.
That'd be cool.
So
Yeah,
we're at least being
yeah.
rewarded from that too.
Sure.
But
They could potentially have 3
Yeah.
maps every minute instead of
Unless
just
you're
one,
farming bots.
maybe.
Why don't they
Well,
just?
I mean,
We're not gonna
if
go there.
you're-
We're not gonna go back there, but
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. What if they just tell us what the rotation is for the maps, and this what kind of like what Minnie says that maybe they just rotate every 3 minutes. Oh wait, no, never mind. I
three
misread
maps
him.
every minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
Well,
so that way they could do the map voting on which of those three you want to play.
Well,
does
the way
that mean
I'm
that you're
thinking is
tripling
like
server bandwidth?
the way I'm thinking is like you guys ever play Splatoon?
How?
Okay.
no, I never played
Splatoon so I don't like Splatoon system at all, but I think they could like take some inspiration from it to make it actually okay. And that was so they'll have a given 2 maps in rotation like every like 6 hours of every day. So it's like different 2 maps
Oh,
after like every 6 hours. Yeah, again, I don't like how Splatoon did it, but I think they could maybe do something similar in Splitgate where like maybe it's like the same like like same 5 maps like within every hour, right? And then it's a different 5 maps after that hour's ended, right? And so on. This is just for quick play.
I don't like that.
If
Something similar that I just dealt with. Again, this is a game that I like to play with controller on the couch.
Yep.
I picked up again Forza Horizon 5, for instance. Every single race event that is in this game right now for the next 3 days, or I think it's the next week, is going to be in the rainy, stormy season, and it's going to be in dirt. I want to play a circuit on dry pavement, and I can't do that for a week. Obviously not that kind of time frame, but it sucks if the 1 hour that you have to play the game that you're stuck in something that you didn't want to.
I think
And I turned it off. I turned off the game.
Yeah.
Okay, what about more
and that's what people
transparency?
do when they don't get their maps.
So
What about more
Yeah.
transparency
Here's-
when maps are in the rotation? Like, let's say, oh, I really want to play this map, but then like 1047 will just like have something to show where like, oh, this map shows up at this time in Quickplay. Let's hop on and play it.
So the only solution I can again, that would just be for custom. Yeah, like some sort of map voting just needs to come, honestly, because that fixes the
think-
main problem.
I think realistically, what I would want to see is like let's keep like the minute per map, but only allow 3 minutes of time frame of maps, 2 minutes being dev maps, and 1 minute being a custom map. And so when those 3 minutes, because keep in mind how long you're in a game for. When you're in a game, you're going to be in there for what, 8-10 minutes at least, at most. So
Depending.
even
Yeah.
if we have
Yeah.
like the minute cycle, we're still going to get completely different maps later on.
You're gonna get
Yeah.
the pool of 3 to vote
Yeah.
is gonna be completely different when you requeue them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
Holy
like
shit, that's why-
realistically,
Jesus Christ.
flashbang.
Yeah, God. Yeah. My bad. Flashbang.
So I mean, realistically, you're always going to be getting a different map if we just keep the 1 minute, but only see the 3 minute time frame of those maps, right?
Yeah.
So realistically, I think
Okay.
the 1 minute thing's
Okay.
fine. Just give us the 3 minute time frame,
Mhm.
and because that next 3 minute time frame we're going to be able to see is going to be completely different. So
Yeah.
Do
I
we
know, that's
how
you're
I would
right.
do
You're
it.
absolutely right.
Do-
Even a super fast game mode, let's say SWAT, right?
Or
SWAT
takedown
can-
even.
Takedown with 3 rounds. I think
Depends
it'd
if
be
it's
longer.
snowballing.
It
Yeah.
depends on if you're snowballing or not. When you snowball, you can finish a match
it's-
in like 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, if you portal or spawn, wipe the team 3 times in a row. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. But you, yes, you're right. You would still get
But
a different map pool. You may get the same last
One
option
map. Yeah.
as the first option, and then the other two are going to be new.
I think we can
Although
all.
you could argue
That would be
I like
fine
it.
with people, I think.
I like that. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly
you
fine with that.
could argue
Keep it fresh.
that if that third minute is a custom map, then you could replay that custom map again.
Mm.
So
Because
there's just
there
an
are
additional
times
benefit
when you
there.
want to replay the map you did just
Yeah.
replay. So having the option
Yeah.
to still play it again is nice.
Yeah. So
Do we want to talk about TriHard now, or?
Actually,
yeah,
because I feel like
Yeah.
this is a good discussion to have.
Yeah,
There's a lot to talk about with this map.
Okay,
I'm a big fan of seeing this map.
Yeah, let me share screen.
It's
that
come
real
a
quick.
long way.
It's and it's played it super fun to play, and it's a super interesting concept that it's not. It's trisymmetrical.
traditional.
I have some
Yeah,
speculation.
it's so cool.
too.
That's such a cool concept.
All right, so this is
I feel
actually
like it's a map to speculate on.
So in case you guys don't know, Koma actually made a pretty good 5-minute video on like basically the origins of this. Basically TriHard was the original concept to Ozone, the map Ozone.
Yep.
And we finally officially have it as a arena map that's coming soon. So yeah, I guess we'll let this play out real quick. Oops, I accidentally paused it. So yeah, this is TriHard.
I still can't believe they kept the name.
So
yeah, meet TriHard,
look
a
at
floating
the
arena.
aesthetics that they're using to make this map, or did they just take this out of customs?
No, they did. So
they
it's
definitely
it's like the arrows like art style. So meet TriHard, a floating arena suspended above a future city, echoing the feel of Ozone. 3 distant bases give you multiple ways to launch skyward and bow it out in high-speed aerial combat. Now, I've seen some concerns. I also have some concerns about this map when it comes to it being added to the Arena 4v4 map pool, and if it's actually going to be in ranked or not. Because this map is significantly smaller from the looks of it than any given 4v4 map. And I think I remember seeing Yurgi's like, it's a takedown map, man. It's a takedown.
I mean,
yeah, but yeah.
I'm still thinking like, because the art design of it is lower than the rest of their arena maps. Like, yes, it's still that final dev touch, but it doesn't feel like they went above and beyond with it like they do with the rest of their arena maps, which is part of why I'm still thinking it might be a takedown map where they're kind of giving us finally some takedown service. Being like, hey,
if it was takedown though, I would think it was state takedown and not arena, because arena takedown they classify differently.
That's where you're wrong. The last time they added a takedown map, they called it an arena map.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
I don't know then.
So
dude, what about do you guys remember prior to full launch of Splitgate 2? They had like a 2v2v2
yes
on arena maps. I'm sorry, there's still 8 players. It was a 2v2v2v2. Yeah. Imagine a 2v2v2 or a 3v3v3 on that map.
I feel like I mean we were kind of like discussing it in the general chat of this Discord at one point, and I was like 3v3v3 seems like it's a bit too chaotic for that map, because for most people who don't know, again, I covered it in a video already, but you can load into Splitgate 2, search up TriHard, and the map's already been made in Splitgate 2.
Yeah.
Because the level designer has already made it.
He made it in the
So-
lab already, so you can look up TriHard right now in the lab, and you guys can basically playtest like a earlier state of the final TriHard, which
So
I think it's basically almost exactly the same. There's only like slight differences.
It's almost 1-to-1. The only difference is when you walk up to the towers, there's now a cube there, compared to the version that we got from Sam Malone within the map creator.
Yeah.
Because within the map creator, that cube's not there. There's just no cube. Additionally, if you watch the camera shot that they have on the right side of that video, you'll notice that when they pan around to the back of the base, there's more cover at the back of the base where the
Yeah.
crates are. It's not typically
noticed
there.
that from the
Um,
Yeah.
first picture.
So
honestly,
so either A, it'll be slightly bigger, but it's not going to be big enough to hold a 3v3v3. So I think they might be pushing the 2v2v2, because I feel like having a duo is more
you can still do
iconic than having a
takedown like
trio.
that.
You could theoretically, yeah, but I feel like it's a bit
We
I don't know.
I know.
on that map specifically,
I'm
it might be a
joking.
little chaotic, you know.
we
I'm
done
joking.
we done some silly
Especially-
customs with the lab version already with
Yeah.
of like, if you remember GodParticle, we played on TriHard already. We done
Yeah.
we done like shoddy snipers or something, or like big head snipers, like
I think
multi-team.
bats. I think
That-
we did bats.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was the one that I always did multi-team on, because it was just pretty fun to do 3v3 v3
Makes perfect
multi-team.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense. Because otherwise, like, let's say if you have two teams as usual, because it's a triangle, then two teams are going to be spawning near each other always.
Yeah.
Like you can't not. There's no opposite.
It might be able to work in takedown, but that's it. Honestly, even then, it would be a bit.
If you
much.
potentially eliminated the ability to move or to quickly portal or to look at and shoot at a one point to the other, right? How am I gonna put this? Okay, so let's say the 3-point, we're gonna name the 3 points A, B, and C. If teams are spawning in on A and B, make it impossible to quickly portal from A to B or B to C, or to shoot from A to B to C. But you can portal or shoot from B to C or from A to C. Where C is now middle, but it's not in the middle of the map.
I know what you're saying, actually, yeah, and that is. We haven't seen the full map, so maybe they have balanced it a bit differently from what we've seen before, and that might be the case where you have almost like the two towers, and those are the spawn points, so it's not easy to move between those two, but you can then easily move between the other two, which then creates that midpoint.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
Either
Mike.
way, I'm
But-
really glad we actually saw the ozone blockout concept
Yeah.
come full circle. It's really cool.
And then the
Yeah, no,
last
it's nice seeing they're adding it.
and the last news that some of us are gonna be able to experience tomorrow, and just very soon we'll be able to show off gameplay on YouTube and stuff, right? Is the first look at the redone Battle Royale Arena Royale with their new map, Outskirts. Urban battlefield that brings the entirely different scale to the fight, and I think they basically, it's literally a Meridian map, so I think it's somewhere on Venus, right? And you'll see a lot of Meridian like stuff. Like, let me scroll around.
Low key art styles
Yeah,
for this
see,
map.
it
I think
it literally
it's like
says
one of the
Meridian
coolest
right there.
maps I've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
so
that
far.
was really
So-
cool.
Is it just me, or do I get like Halo ODST vibes from this map?
Yeah,
Yes,
of course,
definitely.
because
Yeah.
you got the
100%.
streets and stuff. But yeah, let's just let
Dude,
this play
A
out
little
real
bit
quick.
of
fucking
Titanfall.
cool. Yeah, just let it play.
A little
Yeah,
bit of Titanfall.
Yeah, everybody pause.
But it is such a cool looking map, dude. Like I saw
I'm
this and I
excited
was
to
like,
mess around in it. It looks like it's a good design too for a BR map.
Yeah,
I
for
always
sure.
love those urban. I always like the urban vibe maps, kind of like this. Halo had
Yep.
a lot of them. It's like. This is fucking cool looking.
All
I'm
right.
curious on where the jump pads go.
Now-
I'm seeing a lot of jump pads, but I don't see where they're going.
So we still don't fully understand what's gonna be new with Arena Royale. But I
What
think
was
one
that-
thing for certain is that because we still have these portal rings here, I think that the maps are still gonna be connected. So like this is probably gonna be like connected to like what was blue again? Wasn't that blue like fracture or something?
Glacier.
Well, that was light blue,
purple
right?
Purple
Purple is-
is fracture.
Well, yeah, I guess this is
Yeah.
purple, but yeah, this is
Yep.
probably the fracture portal, right? And then they probably had Santa portal somewhere. I don't know if that's been seen in this footage.
Green
And
was
then-
supposed to be Sanctum, and then I think red is Drought.
And then let's see.
That reminds
Yeah.
me of Voy in Halo 3.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Light blue. There's a light blue portal
Yeah,
ring right here. So
yep,
it
that's
connects
Glacier.
to fracture and glacier in some way. So
So
I think we'll see that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works out.
it begs the question on how exactly we're going to be seeing Arena Royale work.
We'll
But-
find out the iteration tomorrow.
Yeah.
because
I
I want to
hope I will.
theorize.
Sign up
for a
now.
moment.
Yeah, sign up, guys.
Sign up now if you're
Official
content
Discord.
creator.
Official Discord announcements. It's there.
I hope I get an email
I-
from them.
I really hope what will happen is that when it comes down to Arena Royale, I hope it's to the point to where you fight to the death in a single arena with multiple players, and then later unlocks another arena for everybody to funnel through, and then it kind of goes through like this almost like
Tournament style?
trial. Yeah, it's like a tournament style where it's like you're filtered through each area, like one area at a time. Because at that point, you're really embodying the arena because you're trapped in that arena until there's one team standing to then go on to the next arena.
That'd be
Or
kinda
if you're
cool.
top 2 teams, then you're able to
And
go
then
through.
you end then in like Sanctum, and that's where like the winners meet.
Yeah. But then it also kind of begs the question of if that map is connecting to Glacier and Drought, and then theoretically Sanctum, what map is that replacing?
No,
Or do
I
those portals change?
So I think they either are expanding on Glacier or they're just replacing Drought. So they have the same portals as Drought, the new Outskirts maps, like the giant portals. And
Mhm.
the reason
I
why I
wouldn't be
think
too upset, honestly.
the reason why I think this is gonna replace Drought because I think it was honestly everyone's least favorite Onslaught map, aka Battle Royale map. I didn't see that much love with Drought other than like the middle was fun, sure, but getting from point A to point B from like all the way at the back of one side of the map to the other was just a pain in the ass because you always had to go through the middle.
I would
Yeah.
say, as someone who played both Onslaught and BR quite a bit before they took the BR out, Drought just didn't feel good to play in any mode. Because for Onslaught, it didn't feel good because you had to go to the middle to get action. And
Yeah.
as a BR, no matter which point you're coming from, you're being funneled through the middle. So at any point, you're being forced into this mass chaos of fight that you're not always wanting. If you do want it, it was awesome. You wanted to get Drought for the amount of people and chaos that would be there. but that was select few people who actually wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, they could always just rotate it every minute again. It's like that could be another thing that they do. They just rotate in drought and they replace it with that new map. You know,
there's
that could
that
be
too.
something they do.
Yeah.
So
I don't see them just rotating out a brand new Arena Royale map though. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna just like bring this new
Maybe.
map just for it to only be replaced half of the time of drought. I don't see that being a
It's
thing.
think-
it's Arena
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. Will it be replacement or addition 2? Do you think? And they're still gonna have drought.
I think it's an interesting case because when you look at, assuming we're still talking about a BR here,
Mhm.
which is
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah.
Apex does.
It's got the name
interesting
Royale
thing.
in it.
Yeah. So Apex does a very interesting thing with their battle royale maps where every, I think, hour the map rotates. So it'll go from like King's Canyon to World's Edge, and every hour it will cycle out like that map. So I feel like every hour they could cycle it out.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe 1 hour it's drought and maybe 1 hour it's that new something like that. So
I mean,
you
it
get
would
Yeah, I
keep it
plenty of time to
guess.
interesting
play.
for sure.
As well as like as we start to get more onslaught maps, assuming we're getting onslaught back because apparently we're going to get that support for it soon. That would mean that if we get more onslaught maps, that also means that any other map that is later replaced as well is also on the hourly cycle. So if they replace Glacier, that means 1 hour it's Glacier and Drought, and the next rotation it's the new map and the new map again. So they could easily do something like that. And at that point, it's like you have that option of like opting in and opting out because an hour is a very long time, and you can go play Arena in the meanwhile. You know, it's like I think it's a good time frame.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'd be fine with that if they
Yeah.
did it like that because I really like the Arena, so I'll just fill the time with Arena before I transition to
GodParticle, you
check
got
out
any thoughts on this?
the new map.
I'm not that big a battle royale fan.
Okay.
Because
Did you play the Battle Royale
Yeah.
when it first dropped?
Yep.
Okay.
And Onslaught. I liked, like, let's say with Onslaught with the 8v8v8, on Glacier, you go into that central main building,
Yeah.
and it's just fucking chaos, and I love it.
Yeah, it is.
But
No.
that's Arena,
Yep. Exactly.
right? That's
You
just
really
on
only got that
steroids.
experience in BR when it's a Sanctum.
Yeah,
Like when there's like 4 teams like crammed in Sanctum at the very
Yeah.
last circle. Like that's
yeah,
that's
man.
crazy.
I wasn't a big fan of the portal limitations because I love portaling, but I understand the reason for them. I don't have a horse in this fight.
Okay. No, that's
I
fair.
like whether they replace one of the biomes with this new one, or whether they add to it, or however they integrate it. Fine. I'm definitely gonna play it for sure. I'm gonna play it.
Oh yeah.
And whatever they decide to do with existing biomes and this new one, perfectly fine with. But
What are your thoughts on Onslaught then? Because I know when we talked to Akuvo, they were talking about how they're trying to make a mode that fits the maps better. Because the modes that we were playing on them before didn't really utilize the maps in the best way.
I think maybe not. Well, maybe the modes, but I think more than that is maybe the spawns.
Yeah, the spawns were definitely
I
a
think
problem a lot of the times.
I think the maps are so big, and the portal walls are so far apart that it takes too long to get to an objective.
Yep.
That was the feeling that I felt.
I hope they adjust that, because it seems like the new map that they're showcased is portal plenty. There is so many portals compared to
Yep.
every other.
So
map.
so I kind of expect that same change that they've made in arena maps to transfer to
The Onslaught.
That would be
Onslaught
nice.
and Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just more portals on all the maps would be nice.
But then with more portal walls, do you also gain the ability to portal more? Do you have less limitation on the number of portals that you can place? How does that also affect the portal wall lockouts and EMP grenades?
Yep.
How does that factor in? Are people able to easily shut down your portal, and now you have none remaining in a battle royale, and you're in a shit spot, and you can't get out?
That's a good question. I feel like there's a lot that we need to test with whatever the new Arena Royale mode is. I am a little concerned that they're only doing this quick play test before they then add it. I remember before they did the whole relaunch, they did how many play tests with so many different mechanics before they even added the updates, and now the most controversial mode that they added is just kind of getting re-added again without much testing from the community. It's a concern I have. I'm hoping it's gonna go better this time, but I guess time will tell.
I mean, I think they understand. I believe, I have faith that they understand what it is that their community wants.
Yeah.
And this is speaking very generally. This is painting with a broad brush, right? Can't please everybody.
Minnie's a non-believer.
Oh damn it, Shvi. But yeah, I think because of the changes that they have made with the arena, which are all very, very good, very good. Is it unreasonable to think that they're going to make similar good changes with a Royale or an Onslaught?
Yeah.
You know,
that's fair.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that's unreasonable. And if those changes haven't happened, if things that should have been changed, which I don't know, again, I don't have a horse in the race, or dog in the fight, or horse in the fight.
We'll find out tomorrow.
But yeah, do I have 100% faith that even if those changes haven't been made for the community, will they be made for the community? Yes, 100%. 100%. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
whenever we decide that we want to close out, I figure we could do a fun little game with GodParticle. Yurgi, Koma, you're more welcome to join, but I have a poll right now for you guys to vote. Can I say GodParticle's famous cheer saying within 5 minutes of him teaching me?
5?
Yeah, 5
You
minutes.
started at 10. You started at 10.
Yeah, I started 10 back before we started yapping a lot.
Did you copy paste him from chat earlier?
From chat? What do you mean?
From my chat?
Oh, the clip?
Really? Like,
dude, like I said,
in chat. In chat.
Oh, you type it in chat?
Alex did.
Oh, I did not see that.
And that's when you did the dino. Sorry, fire dragon.
Yeah, if someone has that copy and paste somewhere, let's repost it in chat.
I don't know how to spell all of them.
I don't know how to spell them all
I
either,
do
but that doesn't matter.
I do
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's speech, okay? Not
Mm-hmm.
not typing, all right? I just gotta know how to say it, right?
It's speech.
It's speech.
Yes.
So
It is words, yes.
so
Okay.
first off,
All right.
let's establish what is
First-
GodParticle's famous saying that he does on stream. And yeah, I guess
Well, hang on. He has to pop the cork first.
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. Preparation is key.
let's all prepared. Again, I'm drinking water. I'm not drinking alcohol right now.
And if you don't drink, don't drink.
Tea.
If you are drinking, drink safely, responsibly. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So yeah, you
I
wanna
do it
say
because
your
it's fun. I'm at home. Yeah. Should
Yeah.
I?
yeah?
should
Take
I
over.
say it
Take over. Do your usual thing.
right now. Okay.
Yeah, right now.
All right. Salud, slancha, prost, nachaim, skol, hue, nostrovia, salute, kampai, chin chin, salutation, cheers.
So that's the challenge. We gotta do that in 5 minutes. All right, let's start from the beginning, and then timer starts now. All right,
Spanish, salud.
salud,
Gaelic, slancha,
cilantro,
slancha.
cilantro,
There's not a syllable in between the S and the L. Slancha.
cilantro.
You're trying to say cilantro. Slancha.
Break it up for me.
There's not a. What? Say it again.
Break it up in parts for me.
Slan.
Cilantro.
Not salon. Salon. There's
Yeah,
not a.
he's
There's not a
missing-
syllable. There's not a
Missing
syllable
the
in between the S and the L.
It's just that accent. He's missing the
Salon.
accent.
It's just
Salon.
like say slop.
Slop.
Okay,
Salon.
so you do pronounce it with it. Okay, shit. All right, send it.
Cilantro.
Salud, slancha.
Salud. Cilantro.
Go hard.
We're gonna be stuck on the second one. Move on to the third one.
It's not
Third one.
Fuck,
Third
dude,
one.
we're
not-
dude,
Go
we're
to
on
the
number
third
two,
one.
there's
Third one.
12.
Go to number third.
Okay.
What's the third one?
Okay. Prost.
Prost.
Prr, rr, rr,
Prost.
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 Okay. Naheim.
Naheim.
And the is like you're clearing your throat. It's back to the throat. Naheim.
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 So it's not a skull.
Scold.
Skull.
Scold.
SKO. Skull.
Skull.
Um.
I'm trying, Yergi. Come on.
Salute, slancha, prost.
I'm sorry. I
Naheim,
don't know
skull.
why this bit is so funny to me.
Hue. That one's easy. Hue.
Huoi.
Hue.
Huoi.
Who? A.
Huoi. Huoi.
Who a? Who a?
Huoi.
Who a?
Huoi.
Vostrovia.
Vastrobia.
Vostrovia.
Vastrovia.
Vostrovia.
Vastrovia.
Wait. Salute, slancha, prost, time, skol, hue, trovia. Salute.
Salute.
Han. Salute. Kanpai.
Kampai.
Chin chin.
Chin chin. It's not right, Yerg. I'm trying.
So, Han, do I have them out of order now? Salute, slancha, prost, time, skol, hue, salute. Kanpai, chin chin. Salutation.
Salutation.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I love the fact that every time we had to like figure out the next GodParticle has to go back in order.
So
that's
so we gotta go back to the
it's
second
link-
one. What's the second word again?
It's the linking method in mnemonics.
What's the second
They
one?
have
We're
to
not
go-
done.
they
What's the
have to go
second one?
Slancha. I'll spell
Cilantro.
it for you.
Yeah, you gotta
No.
spell it.
no,
Spell it in yeah.
Solancha.
And
Solan.
it's and the
What? How is that cilantro? What?
yeah, it's Gaelic.
Salinte? What?
Because, it's
Slan
because
cha.
certain
Slantra.
It's in Gaelic. It's in Gaelic. It's in a
Slan-
different language.
It's a cha. Yeah.
Slan cha.
Slancha.
Yep.
Okay.
Prost.
Prost. Prost.
Naheim.
Stay.
Naheim.
Salute slash Prost Naheim. Skol.
Skull.
Vastrovia. Again, I don't know how to-
Vastrovia.
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 can't roll that R.
I can't, yeah.
Vastrovia.
Vastrovia.
Salute slash Prost Naheim Skol. Wait. Salute slash Prost Naheim Skol.
Alright.
Wait,
Doubters.
did I miss Huey? I missed
Doubter,
Huey.
Doubters won that. Okay, there's no way I can say all of that
Oh.
back.
Dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I
gonna
forgot
take some
Huey.
time.
Between Skol and Vastrovia.
That's gonna take
Well,
some time for
it's-
sure.
It's 12 different languages.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Perhaps
That's why
next
when you
time-
said 5 minutes,
and-
I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't think you're gonna do it in
Dude,
5
No,
what
minutes.
needs to
yeah.
happen-
And there's letters and pronunciations in there that don't exist in English.
Oh, I should have did a prediction instead of poll. You guys would have got
That's-
channel points. My bad, guys.
That's
Rip.
So
like, yeah.
I have a goal that Phoenix needs to do now. At some point, we need to have you back on here, Particle.
He's
And he
keeping live.
has to learn it.
So I missed Shvi.
The entire podcast was
He
just be
has-
me trying to learn all 12 phrases.
It's taken me years.
No, so what?
Since I was
again, what needs to
21,
happen
man. I'm
is
35
we
now.
Need a rerun. We need a rerun Particle on the podcast at a later date,
Okay.
and you have to get it nailed. That next time.
Practice it.
Yeah.
Can you roll your R's?
I don't think so. I gotta figure out how.
Say "rrr."
Arrgh.
I know.
You can't roll your R's.
I guess not. I don't know how.
Oh man. Did you ever play Destiny?
Yeah, the first Destiny.
You know the Galahorn?
Yes.
That one's fucking hard to
The-
pronounce correctly.
the Galahorn.
Galahorn.
Galahorn. Okay, so that's how
Galahorn.
we say it in English.
Yeah.
You know how you say it in Norse?
How you say it in Norse?
Jalarhorn.
That's how you're supposed to
Oh,
say it?
fuck.
What?
Yes.
Jesus.
That's how that's pronounced in
No
Norse.
way. That was like my
Yeah.
favorite rocket launcher in Destiny.
Dude, yeah, everybody's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
It's a Destiny
Tracking
classic.
plus tracking plus Wolfpack rounds. Yes.
Yeah.
Even to this day, it's still staple in Destiny 2, by the way.
Yep.
Oh man.
Jalarhorn.
Alright.
You have to roll the fuck out of both of them. Out of both of yours.
It's just kind of like a
Jalarhorn.
Norse thing. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of rolled R's.
So
Jormungandr.
Yeah.
while we're still here,
Yeah.
on the roadmap for this month, we have a certain event called, I think it was Retro Run or something like that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think that event's gonna be? Like what are we gonna be doing that event?
I have a feeling like it might do something like the finals did once, where they make it look like old school graphics and they make it very arcadey.
Oh, we could do black and white in
Oh,
lab.
dude.
We could do black and white in the lab.
dude.
So what they're gonna do is
And then-
probably be official maps, but black and white.
Not
and then-
black and white, but like
And then we
I
need
mean,
some 8-bit bangers.
yeah.
No,
like,
that's way too hard.
So,
I'm talking about like it's like some 80s type graphics that they might do.
so
How
here's,
are they gonna do
here's my
that?
theory. I think that we're gonna get some sort of mythic skin that is gonna have like almost like a pixelated kill effect.
Yep.
But at guess
Hmm.
Minnie brings up a good point where it says SG1 remakes. What if the playlist is nothing but SG1 maps?
that
Yeah.
Mm.
currently
So
have.
it's
Yeah.
retro to the point to where it's like the kill effects are all retro. So I don't know what they would, they would force us to play with the new guns because
And-
that's what they always do with these events.
And then they're gonna do the black and white
So-
filter on SG1 remix.
They could, but
I'm leaning towards the black and
I
white
wouldn't-
filter, bro.
dude, listen, I don't know if they're gonna. Well, I mean, they could do that. They could do like a Noir, like, or something
it's,
like
like,
that,
horrible.
but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but Mythic TV skinhead, that would be kind of cool. Bring back the TV.
Oh
head
yeah, maybe
skin.
they could bring that back.
But I can see them because we know that we're eventually gonna get another SG1 remake map, but that's like later in the future, right?
Yeah, that's in
That's,
March.
It's not even in February. I think it's beyond.
Yeah, it's in March.
Yeah, that's March or something.
So I could see them doing like SG1 maps, whether or not that's community made or the ones that they've officially done, and just give us like whatever mythic skin that comes out, because usually whatever mythic skin is associated with that event. Because look at right now, we have the Gunslinger event, and we have that mythic skin associated with that Gunslinger event. So
Yeah, makes
something
sense.
like that could do.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of like what my theory is here.
We got
If anybody knows any good, like really good 8-bit banger of a song,
less than
like if you,
hold on a second. We got less than 10 minutes before the next ads happens. I think we should end it before that. This heads up.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're hitting 3 hours here.
Yeah.
Particle, to answer your question, literally any of the Undertale or Deltarune soundtracks.
Okay. Well, like modern
Those-
versions. So like if you ever watched
Oh, okay,
an
modern.
Angry Joe video, I think it's the intro to one of his videos. Dun, 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 and then it goes into raw. It's good. It goes pretty heavy into
If
like
they
some
can
metal
do
stuff.
something with music, that
That
would be
slaps.
cool. But I don't know how they will do
Well,
that.
well, I'm just saying, just to have in the background while playing that. Like,
Yeah.
it's sick.
I don't know
That'd be
how much
sick.
like Pokemon you've played, Particle, but
Mhm.
Pokemon has a great thing to where their music has gone like from old school 8-bit to like modernized like symphonies. So
Okay.
maybe looking into some of like the Pokemon music is really good. Like
Okay.
even leaning into what I was talking about with the Undertale stuff, because Undertale has some great music, and I think it's all kind of like it's almost 8-bitified just with Undertale to begin with. But
Okay.
Pokemon kind of does like it feels like 8-bit, but it's modernized to kind of that, symphony of sorts. It's cool because in Pokemon Sword and Shield, it's been a little while, but the composer who does Undertale and develops Undertale actually did a song for Pokemon Sword and Shield. So it
Yeah,
kinda
I
came full
remember
circle.
that.
So,
Okay.
So, yeah, stuff like that is probably worth looking into, I think.
Okay.
Especially some of like the remake music.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it good.
Yeah, Toby Fox
8-bit
music is
banger.
always great.
Oh yeah, Toby is a great, phenomenal. He's a great guy as far as I've like seen. He's I saw his photos with him and Masahiro Sakurai, the guy who created Kirby, Smash Bros and all of them. He was hanging out with a bunch of them. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
All
Is
right.
that pretty much where we're ending
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Love is my drug.
Yeah, should we-
8-bit slowed.
Should we end it here, folks?
Uh-huh.
Do we want to do one
Yeah,
last
I-
cheers before we end it? Before the raid?
Sure.
Sure. You gotta.
Hey,
you don't have to
convince
tell
I mean,
me
that was-
twice.
That was really
It-
hard to talk me
it's-
into it. I know.
It's a GodParticles.
You know?
It's GodParticles again, so we have to do it before we end.
and I didn't take any prior to the podcast.
Yeah, so he's only had
Right,
like
right.
two
Specifically.
shots today.
Yeah,
Three times the charm.
Yeah, this is third. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is third.
All right,
Yep,
guys.
yep.
Final shot
It's my
before
17th beer, but just kidding.
final shot before we go raid out to someone said Princess Donut. So yeah, we'll go raid out Princess Donut.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, good
do-
peeps, good player.
do you think, Particle?
You don't want to give it a shot?
No.
Okay.
I embarrassed myself
Salut.
enough.
He needs to go through his training arc
All right.
first.
Yeah, I gotta go
Okay.
through my training arc first.
Cheers, Pete. Hey, thank you guys very much for having me.
Yeah, thank you
it's
for
been-
coming on.
Yeah.
It
It was
really,
a
truly,
blast.
really, truly.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. Salud, slancha, prost, nachaim, skol, hue, vostrovia, salute, kampai, chin chin, salutation. Cheers.
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 All right.
Salutation.
Salutation. That's always my favorite one.
I was waiting for it.
Salutation.
I was waiting for it.
All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in for our longer than usual podcast episode. But we had
mean-
we
I'm
had
sorry.
fun.
I'm
we had,
sorry. It's my fault.
I was gonna say
We
you
had
and
fun.
cows have been probably two of our longest conversations we've had, and they're just because I don't know. It's easy to just talk with people like you guys. You know,
It's fun talking about the game, you know.
it really is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait. I
Thank
might.
you.
All right.
Hold on. I gotta make sure I actually type
Unraid.
the.
Raid,
Yeah.
unraid, raid.
There's three S's.
Stab, unstab, stab.
There's three S's I gotta actually do. Yeah.
I can. Yep, you're right.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in, man. And again, Pargle, thank you for chipping in for going to be chipping in for the tournament as well. Like that's gonna be
No problem.
very helpful. And
No problem. Happy to help.
Yep.
To help. Really, truly.
Thank you to everybody for watching. Have a good one.
Auf Wiedersehen.
peace out, guys.
Auf Wie.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Truce.